Hello guys, welcome back. How's the day going? I hope it's great. I'm finally back. It's been almost a whole week, I think. I've never been away from streaming for so long, for a long time, really. And I'm really glad that I'm finally back. I've been feeling awful, a lot worse than I thought I would. And I wasn't even able to do anything in meanwhile, but yeah, I think I'm finally okay. Hey, hello team. Finally. Oh, I'm so glad to be back. Long time no see, man. Since last seen, my son lost this. Yeah, submitted feedback, wanted to put them all, couldn't. What? Not sure if I'm getting what you're saying. So yes, it's time to finally continue playing Disco Elysium. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything at all. I remember that we were shot 2 times last and we almost lost Kim because I rolled 1-1 with 97% chance of success. You hit the fan and have COVID. Oh, well, that sucks, man. I think I didn't have COVID, or at least I hope I didn't. Maybe I should have gone to hospital, but like it got better and I was really lazy to go anywhere, really. So yeah, my lazy ass was just sitting here basically doing nothing, and you know how it goes. The more I rest, the less I have motivation to work. It's gonna be a long path. Go back to usual daily routine. So, okay, let's see what's going on. What is even our quest? There is nothing here. Yeah, really nothing. Like the classroom. Okay, let's go there. We lost our partner. We were shot. We declined. Oh, what was that guy's name? Uno. Finally remembered. He wanted to go with us, but I thought it's too dangerous and I don't really want his help. So we are alone now. Looks like she left something on the table. So yeah, the suspect in the murder, we found her and she just shot herself, also denying that it was her in meanwhile. Which is really weird. I said that she's not under arrest, but I never said that like she's convicted. Not yet. Red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room? That's weird. I don't think it was here before. This is the same, right? At least I remember controls.
This is pristine, at least on the inside. This is amateur ballistics. She left a trajectory for you.
Oh! +1 got shot angry. Yeah, got you, man. Okay, so she left because she was afraid of something? Probably of murderers come after her. And she left out to us some clues to continue our investigation. Okay, so I guess we are sticking to it. I really wonder if it's even possible to drop this investigation right here.
Melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Why trajectory is nowhere near? I thought this is exact trajectory. Maybe not, maybe just somewhat where it went. But I thought we already said... Oh, no, yeah. Actually, yeah, okay, I started remembering. We have a clue that nobody heard the gunshot. And for some reason, I guess in this universe, just noise canceller, they just don't exist at all. So if shot was here, it has to be. It has to be heard. I forgot how to speak. Man, it's been just a week. But Titus, he said that there is no buildings nearby that can be shot from, which seems like a cap, but apparently it was. I think in church it's pretty high, and maybe, just maybe, you can, but caliber was really small for a sniper rifle. Two-hearted spider.
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling.
Can we actually just calculate?
It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
Mm-hmm.
The man looks directly at the woman.
I got how narrator sounds. I really like the voice.
Ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Only start appreciating things when you lose them.
Shows the trajectory of the bullet. Clausia has done some amateur ballistics here.
It's actually so hot outside, I just can't. Hey, where does it come from?
Move outside. Location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman.
It would really help. I don't think we are like criminalists or something, so we can't just analyze fully, but yeah, it would have helped if they didn't remove every evidence. Now I just have to guess. Where does the thread lead? Yeah.
Maybe if you extrapolate all possible points of origin first, the thread will make sense.
Sure. Maybe she just found a pole that she can connect the thread to, and that's why it's there. But why? Wait. It's not a trajectory, right? Or is it? No, there is no way she knows trajectory, right? Okay, let's see. Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will.
He just died immediately.
Death comes faster than the realization.
Well, at least he died painless, probably.
Ruby
Point A.
Vehemently. The shot would have been heard from downstairs, where no one heard it. The likelihood of
But noise cancelers, though.
Drastically. You may be looking for a sniper.
I forgot how our suspect is named, but she didn't seem like the one who murdered. I still have no idea. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to remember things. So, she sounded like she was innocent. But, on the other hand, she was running away. So it's also a clue. The fact that she was running away, somebody convinced her. Somebody who knows us convinced her that we will come after her and get her. You know what I think? Maybe there was no way to actually just save her. Investigation would be so much easier in that way. Maybe I didn't screw this up. Or maybe I did.
The shot had to come from a greater distance.
I think somebody who she knew.
Should we
But who?
to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
I already thought about it in the gun fight before. Who could have been? I thought it's either Clausia, Titus, or there was a third suspect in my mind, but I don't remember. Could have been either, really. I really hope that it's not some random person out of nowhere. I don't know, like Grate or cafeteria manager. I don't remember his name. Extrapolate the radars to include all of Martinez. I don't think you can shoot for... I'm not sure. But something that takes more than 2 kilometers doesn't seem realistic.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge.
Do we actually know
ending with an
town better than Titus at this point?
B prime.
I guess we do.
B prime for Boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the Islet Detective.
This is
in between.
Those
are too fine to zoom in on.
This too is on the other side. I'm not sure this one. It is a boardwalk, but there is nothing. There is no way you can shoot from boardwalk to here. No, there is no way. Unless, in my mind, it should be higher than this room, and boardwalk is not higher. At least it doesn't seem so. I mean, okay. Let's see, Boardwalk. I don't think it's
700
Boardwalk.
meters away, the likeliest of these
It's only 700 meters?
20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. And also the caliber. I don't think 446 millimeters can just go for so long. I think air resistance will stop it eventually. I mean, I guess sniper rifles are more powerful, but is it
This
really
would
a thing?
explain why no one heard the gunshot. The bullet came from far away.
This will explain, okay. The second one, Land's End. It's near the
1.2
bunker.
kilometers away.
I bet there
At
is
least
somebody in the
one of
bunker.
these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done
I don't know what this
possibly
land
could
is.
have done. No, too far-fetched.
This. What is that? I've never been there. Wait. No. I thought it might be like where ravers were, but it's here. No, I wasn't there.
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks.
It seems
on the
really
distance
unlikely.
from the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin operating.
This plot is getting so much interesting.
The
More
shot
interesting
would
than
have been
initially.
a miracle. 5%.
So 3, 5,
There
and
is an
20.
extremely
Boardwalk is the
narrow
most.
view from the bay to
Is
the
there a
beach.
chance that that corpse
Between Rue de Saint-Ghislain,
is connected somehow? I thought that guy was just an alcoholic and just died randomly. Maybe somebody killed him and made it look like it's...
It is a possibility.
I should have investigated that. Okay.
Then there's the thread the witness left. She did have a first-hand view of the event. Perhaps she found something in the outer reaches of her memory of it. You need to inspect it again.
Extrapolated all the points of origin. Now where does the thread lead? Exactly.
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime.
Triple prime. I don't think there is anything that high.
The island in the bay.
Maybe there is. Is she trying to tell me the shot came from the islet? How did she know? Yeah. No, yeah, is she trying?
Obviously.
I guess it is obvious. There are ruins on that islet. I wasn't there. How would I know? Do I actually have access there? But I just never found it? Or is it somewhere I've been? I just don't understand which part it is. I'm not sure. Because this part of the city seems too small to cover all the area. Maybe it's just, you know, like the outlets. Okay, there are ruins. How did she know? Yeah, there are
Your
ruins.
voice sounds hollow in the deserted room. You are alone.
I'm talking to myself, man. How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
But didn't it shatter the glass? It's not a car glass. Should have been shattered. This is also one of the few places in Martinez I have not been to. Yes!
A powerful gust of wind.
Oh,
coming
that's
from
how
the
they give me
rattles
more
through
info.
the bay.
Yeah, I felt like I exhausted everything. And now they just give me another area to
The
work
lead is
with.
flimsy, but what else is there? The alternative is going around Martinez, looking under every rock and talking to every...
But we have another alternative. We can just drop the case and leave. It's too dangerous. But no, of course we're not doing this. What else is there? Time to go to a fucking island. I'm going to the island, actually. I don't want to go. No, I do.
Of course, it's where the threads all meet. But how we...
No, it's not where threads all meet. It's the only possible scenario. Everything else is just exhausted. Maybe someone in the fishing village can help. I think that lady on the boat can help me.
There were boats there. You should ask around.
Blink, okay. Let's go outside, check if anything changed outside as well. I don't think it did. It looks so weird. Was it always looking like this? Thread is tied to the antenna. Ah, I literally forgot everything. Oh, okay, I have 3 skill points. In case I do need to reroll something. Oh, I also remember. I I wanted to check if some of the white this exists, but no, I didn't. Look, I got sick and I forgot. But it's fine. I don't think it's. Oh. Totally forgot also what I installed. Sound alerts. Have I played Titanfall 2? No, never. I heard that Titanfall feels kind of like Apex, and I'm not sure if, but I think it also was made by the same people. And well, I only played Apex. No, never Titanfall 2 though. Is it good? I don't know anybody who played it as well. Oh, what the hell? Anjur Jesserai Deretor Press de Toy. What is that, Spanish? No, French?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the
No.
fight that took place here.
Yeah? No, I don't think.
Smells of blood and heavy fuel oil.
Kinda sounds like French.
This was Cindy the Skull.
It's made by the same Dave and it's amazing. Oh. Interesting. I might give it a try, but I'm generally not really into shooters. Sometimes I enjoy them. But if it's just shooter, not sure. Is it a single player game? I think it is, right? Was Cindy the Skull? Oh, Cindy the Skull. That's French. That is French. Oh. This is G de Retour. Seems like French-ish. Not have fuel. Why? Is it not illegal to do this?
The red-dyed fuel oil glistens.
And what does it say? Can we
was
get
painted very recently?
translation?
And blood.
Of course it was painted recently. What do you mean?
Looks like
We were
a giant mop was used to turn
away for just a day. Well, unconscious for a day.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
Maybe it is. Wanna try?
You could buy some smokes, light up a cig
But
and throw
why?
it in there, you know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's better that way.
I have to do it. But I have. Curiosity has no limits. Oh, hello, old man. Oh, look, everything changed. They stopped playing. This guy's still here. This guy's still here. Maybe strike is over as well. Hello.
Care to play a game with the lonely old man?
Yeah.
Actually, never mind.
Okay.
Wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, what happened to Rene?
The prick is gone.
Just left?
I can
Wait.
barely believe it. But he's really gone.
What do you mean? But did he leave or he like passed
He
away?
was trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
I think it implies that he is dead, but it shouldn't be. No, I mean, it can happen, but he was living here, right? Yeah, I think he is dead. Okay.
Yes. In peace.
What do you know about the dead man? What? Didn't we ask about the corpse before? I forgot what I was doing. Go to the island. Oh, yeah. Go to the... Wait, can I teleport? Yeah, I can. Let's go ask if somebody can lend us a boat or just help us go somewhere. Why is it... Where is the giant boat?
Officer, what happened?
I'm wounded.
You're wounded.
Yes, I am.
Why are
I
you
was
wounded?
shot.
You look terrible.
Nah, it just my... It's just how I look, Sam. So, sorry.
You're not limping. You're you. She sounds almost disappointed with you. reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
I'm a cop. I don't merely exist in this world. I live in the between life and death. Not really. Seem angry, why? I got shot in the foot, I was pretty badass, you would have liked it. Foot? I was shot in the shoulder and in the foot. Or the leg rather, I think, yeah. Some people hurt me. I want to talk about something else. Yeah, you seem angry, why?
Look at you, you can barely walk.
I'm fine, Lillian. Welcome back, team. Oh, if you haven't heard, I was wondering if Titanfall is a single-player game, and like, can you tell me more about it? I'm wondering if there is like a story thing. I know it's a shooter, like as a main gameplay, and I'm okay with shooters, but I'm not that interested in shooters. So I was wondering if there is more to it, you know? Got shot in the foot, I'm a cop, some people hurt me. Yeah, let's go,
Is this
something
all the
neutral.
shooting in town?
It is!
We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
I mean, it was not that bad. One guy died from one bullet and I survived two. And Kim survived one. So got shot in the chest. Was I? I don't actually remember. I absolutely remember that I was shot in the shoulder. I mean, I guess there's a
That's
chest.
nothing to brag about, officer.
I'm not bragging. No, I am. I survived after that.
Of course. Can I help you
Have a
with
question.
something?
Yeah, let's go on a date. Can you get me into the
That won't be a
island?
problem.
Lighting
Sun's still
changed
and the
again.
tar just dried. We've got 2 days.
It's multiplayer,
of
but it doesn't have.
relative
It does
sunshine
have a
ahead.
campaign. The campaign isn't. But there is online. Wait. If it's online, what kind of gameplay it is then? I was pretty sure it's like some sort of story game. Well, just general shooter. Is it like hold the point kind of thing? You know, like oh, I forgot how the game's called. Team Fortress, Overwatch, and that kind of stuff. Can I borrow? Yeah,
If you promise to bring it back.
I'll
And
do
no
my
scraping
best.
the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either.
Sure.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes.
Okay, thank you.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Okay, let's go to the island then. I thought she would
With a small
give me a
steam
ride.
engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of
But
the
it's
sea.
good
Its
enough.
2 seats are empty. Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts?
Man, I literally have no other tasks. Well, I can light the graffito, find all 4 armor pieces, which is most like, why am I communist? Is 8. How did that happen? Why? I don't know. I guess I'm communist now.
Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
I don't have anything else to do. Is it actually the end? I think we did like 8 episodes of this game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 8. I think at least. Yes. And when I checked, this game was about 30 hours long, which means this stream, it should be around 40. So I thought we are a bit other than the middle of the game, but this sounds like we're getting closer to the end. PvP, different abilities, different guns, different talents. First one to X amount of kill wins. Oh, just PvP. I may give it a try. Maybe. It sounds fun, but yeah, I think I tried a lot of same games and, well, I'm generally just not my type. Most multiplayer games I like to play with friends and, well, as I already mentioned... Oh, can I drive? No, I can't. Most of my friends never played it. Why there is music? Why it's so slow? Do I really have to wait for this? Can I just skip it? Well, I guess it is necessary. There are different modes. It really doesn't give me a lot of info. What kind of modes? Is it like in-game or like community stuff? Would I play a PS4 or PC? Well, PC, since I don't have PS4. The only console I own is PlayStation 3, which was bought back in 20... I don't know, like 15, 14? I think, at least. Not actually sure exact year. Somewhere around that. And yeah, I'm not using it at all these days. Why this is taking so long? Let's just enjoy the music then, with oil and stuff. You got ads? I'm sorry. You didn't miss anything of a value. This in game, nothing happens literally. I wonder if the game will show me like completion percent in the end, like how much I've missed. I'm pretty sure I missed at least one armor piece somewhere. I think I should be able to get helmet. I just didn't find it.
The boat comes to a slow stop. You turn the engine off. Then this in the spring of time.
We are on an island. So since the game told us we are not gonna get back and forth, it is. Is it here? It's either just a temporary thing that will once just explore and
the chain trails off into the ocean.
Make conclusions, or it is near the end. No. As usual, useless thought. Me and 44 of I. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I would love to remove all the ads if I could, but I have now. Once I'm affiliate, I have to either keep mid-rolls, well, ads in the middle of the stream, or pre-rolls, so people who just come in, they'll see ad. And I'm not sure what's even worse, like, mid-rolls hurt people who come regularly, because, well, they're watching, and pre-rolls hurt people, new people who come just first time. Nobody wants to sit through like a minute of an ad to the next stream. And Barrel says ICM, you see starred little specs in it. Like, I really would suggest just use some ad, kind of ad blocker. I get almost nothing from ads. At least now, I mean. so it's completely useless. I didn't know that I have no choice. And I also wanted some things that affiliates get. You know, like different quality of stream that people can choose, channel points, emotes that I, well, not really working on. I don't have a lot of ideas for emotes, and I'm just lazy.
An old cylindrical generator
And I also
is
can draw.
nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor.
Oh,
The
I thought it
cables
said
disappear
put
into
hand
the
in the
wall.
machine.
Feel
Like, why would you
it's
do that?
cold. Rust flakes off.
The mods are like Team
and sticks to
Deathmatch,
your palm.
pilots, only Titans, only stuff like that. Oh, I see what you mean then. It is interesting, kinda. Yeah, I think I should give it a shot. Oh, but these days there's almost no time to do anything, really. Maybe if I, well, eventually I probably will try it if I won't forget, and I'll tell you what I think. Do I need this machine? Is it like some kind of generator?
Downstairs somewhere, or into the lighting perhaps. You can't tell.
Does it
The
even work?
industrial smell
Probably
of
not.
mazout rises from the fuel cap. This a hollow ring. The canister is
Yeah, of course it doesn't. It's empty. The thing is, I really liked Apex though. But I did play solo Apex for, well, sometime like 100 hours, I think, in third season. Back in the third season. I actually started playing it, well, tried playing it before ranked seasons were even a thing. But yeah. And since then I
and magazines
play it
lie
only
scattered on the
from
floor
time to time
and
with friends.
on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized. Most
Is there
are soft
anything
covers,
here? Why?
serialized fantastique.
I'm again
Stories
starting
of the
questioning
20s and
this
30s.
game.
This disparate digest
Just question,
includes
start.
the classic Animal
How do
Adventures.
I talk? Asking the same questions as previously. Just why am I doing all of this?
Of Man versus Nature by amateur.
I'm not
naturalist
used to
TNT Harper,
a lot of useless
husband and wife.
stuff in here.
Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature?
Feels so weird. I don't
Who
know.
doesn't want to survive?
I don't like nature. I really don't. No.
What is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories. You find a magazine cathodique.
Does
for
anything
electrical
set out
engineering.
as unusual?
It's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
I'm too lazy to switch my gloves around again, so let's just go with it.
Not that you can tell.
Well,
This is a
if I
digest
switched, I
of
would've
someone who's dead.
One.
Most of it is for
Okay.
You do.
Maybe later. Is it a bed?
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner.
Should probably look it up
Resting
after the
on
stream, it'll be
piles of
easier. Yeah,
soft-covered
sure.
books.
Wait,
White
Is it
linen and a pillow are
completely
filled with
free
a worn-out
to play?
charcoal blanket. It
Or
stands
not?
out because it's
the thing
freshly
is, if
washed.
it's not, well, because of some stuff, I, like, physically cannot buy some games, and I'm, in Steam at least, I'm pretty sure some games are just, well, they, like, content is unavailable in your country right now, and, well, not sure how it works in Origin.
Someone has been squatting here very recently.
Again, somebody's just hiding?
You push the rest of the thought through pain thick as molasses without really concentrating on it. Technically speaking, you could rest here if you're hurting.
I'm really...
Someone else has. It should be.
Oh, I can sleep here. Okay, no, not now. I'm really curious how this game goes if you choose completely different build. But I probably won't do a second playthrough. Not on stream, not even myself. One of my friends started playing the game as well. Maybe I'll watch them play with different build. This great blast door must weigh over 10 tons. Rust peels off it. Ah, ew. Magnesium. More magnesium, more money.
You see,
I'm not actually sure why they added this
inside a larger one.
system with money and stuff. It's completely unreasonable.
It's a conventional
Just
keyhole
do
above
loot
the
and
handle.
that's it.
It's
I don't
very
really need to buy anything. Sometimes consumables, but put some consumables instead of money and yeah, like good to go. How do I open
How
it?
indeed. Finding the key.
This
seems
looks
to
like
be-
another bunker. I don't think I can open it.
Perhaps you could open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs beneath the ceiling. It must control the blast door. There must be control.
How am I supposed to do this? Where do I get fuel?
The door is
Take from the
locked.
boat and then
Cold
just
lights.
swim back?
The lock looks like it may have seen recent use, but it's impossible.
Can you explain what the hell is going on? In the game, you mean? Okay, I'll try to do it in short. There's a lot of stuff going on, but the main thing. Our name is Harry Dubois. We are a cop. This guy. Who apparently, when we start the game, appears to... I think he lost his memory. Not sure if it's story thing, it hasn't been explained yet, or it's, you know, for immersion, for player to feel as a main character. And we just wake up in a hostel, and slowly we are realizing who we are, what the world is, and well, we are a cop, we are working, and apparently we were a really great cop, but something happened in our life and we started drinking a lot, and it all just went downhill really quick. We lost our, I don't know, a wife, girlfriend, she just left us, I think. Not exactly sure, I'm still figuring this out. I think they will reveal it later. And, well, yeah, we are here to solve a crime, apparently. There was a hanged man in near the hostel in the backyard, a hanged man, and we were trying to, well, solve who was it. In the process, we found out that he wasn't actually hanged. It was they faked it basically. There's some guys here, some guys who apparently, as they said, lynched the guy. They faked it to save the girl, Klasia, who was with that guy that night he was killed. And so we don't suspect her. They took the blame, kinda. But then we found out all about this. We found out that that guy was shot that day and he was with Klasia. We've kind of found out that she's probably not who killed him, but she's still our suspect. Then we found another girl. There was another girl who was... oh god, it's so hard. I haven't been speaking... The thing, English is not my main language, so I'm usually not speaking it on a daily basis, so yeah. It is how it is. She was in the same group who faked the murder, and somebody probably convinced her that we will find her and put all the blame on her and arrest her. So we found her. She didn't sound like a murderer at all. And well, anyway, I had two choices: either to let her go fully or arrest her and, well, investigate further. So I decided to arrest her, and instead of being arrested, she just, well, killed herself. She shot her head off. Not sure why she decided to do that, but yeah. After that, we went back to the hostel, and there were guys who were working with the victim, the hanged man, who was in reality shot. And they are some kind of military force, not government military, but you know, some kind of organization. and they were blaming the group. Okay, the group who faked lynching, hanging, they're called Hardy Boys. So I'm gonna refer to them as Hardy Boys. It's really close to where we are right now. So Hardy Boys, they were trying to attack them, blaming and start a gunfire. And well, military forces, there were only 3 of them, but they have heavy armor and heavy weapons, so there is no way Hardy Boys win. Hardy Boys are just dock workers. So we stepped in, we tried to intervene and, you know, calm down the military. But, well, somewhere I failed, and they shot me once, then shot me twice. Then our partner, who we were working with, tried to help us, and was shot again because, well, I had 97% chance to shout and warn him. But I rolled 1-1. It's only check, the only result that results in fail. There are 2 dices, 6-sided. Anything but 1-1 saves him. Probably saves him. And I rolled 1-1, I just lost my consciousness there. And yeah, the partner was shot again, but apparently our partner is now in hospital and we are here. Kind of what happened in short, I didn't tell you a lot of details, like small details, but it's the general thing. It's really complicated. There are a lot of side quest stuff that kind of builds the story as well. The thing is, in this game, there are 2 actually, well, in my opinion, there are 2 things going on. Oh, wait, actually. Wait a second, I forgot to return this. Yeah. Was listening to my stream and forgot to bring it back. So, 2 things going on. Crime, solving crime first, and second, getting our memory back, or, you know, getting our memory again. You know, the basic information about the world. And I told you about crime because there is too much to tell about the world, really. Generally, it's kind of the same-ish world, but they're living in the country that is under control of other country. They just, I don't know, like, capture them, won in the war. Oh, it's where I came from. Let's go outside then. And yeah, we are here. Also, apparently, continents here, they are separated not by, well, by ocean, but in this ocean also some kind of stuff that badly affects people, that prevents them from traveling freely. And they seem a bit underdeveloped to our world. Other than that, it's kind of same-ish. Wait, I see him?
Although it's difficult to say for sure, the RCM may descend from the ICM at some
Was it ICM somewhere?
in the past.
There's also a lot of things going about this current city we're in, or town, or whatever it is. But yeah, it's a lot, and it's mostly unrelated to story. It was like a step on a staircase, solving the murder.
In Celindian Citizens Militia.
Militia,
the official
that's us?
name of the Communards Army. The Army of the Revolution.
Oh no,
Sounds
it's
an awful lot like,
RCM, a White Star.
with its horns in the sky, the symbol of the commune.
I think our guy is originally communist, because there is a lot of opportunities for me to go for communism, and even though I don't think I am
A DeLorean
communist.
era
I don't
in Celinda.
really go on political
Face
stuff
in the sea.
at all. Like I have a neutral position, but I never thought I am. So I don't think I am. I think game kind of slightly forces you into picking stuff,
44
or maybe it's just
years is not
misjudged,
enough
or maybe
time
I
to
am
hide
like a latent
on
communist. Who knows?
one of the barrels from Earth.
This is the same game that gave me 3 fascist points, because I was literally forced to earn them to progress in the story. So no, it's not fair. Inside of the fortress, this whole thing looks like, well, complete ruins. But apparently there was somebody living in here. Okay, well, time to get back to the story. Also, the thing is, although I kinda told you about what's going on, it's been a week since I last played the game. Tires fallen apart. Okay, and I may have forgotten some important stuff. So sorry about that, I really can. The game is really great, although if you don't like reading a lot, probably not that exciting, that's the thing. Oh, can I go there? How do I go further? Because there's a lot of reading, a lot of dialogues. I usually read everything, like literally everything. I can't go there either. But in this game I started skipping some important stuff. Like, well, yeah, basically. It's not only about a lot of reading, it's a lot of useless reading. Some dialogues lead to nothing, completely nothing. And yet they're still there. I think I need to do something inside. If you're reading everything, you have to somehow see the difference to know which one is good and which one is bad. I don't understand. Where am I supposed to go? There's literally nothing.
Soft covers.
Have I heard of Iron Lung?
Fantastique and detective stories. Animal
It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe I have, but I just don't remember. Can you tell me what it is? I think I heard about it somewhere. Oh, you know where he's going? I know. He's going under. This is how is whatever game, whatever. I don't know why I didn't think about it. It's a bridge. It's not a wall. This guy just jumped shut.
Green paint flicks off the monoblock.
My dumb brain.
Cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard.
A keyboard? Is it working? Probably not.
Like teeth. The keyboard hasn't been functional.
One day I'll get a custom
This
keyboard.
must be the console of another radio
Or at least better. I have a mechanical keyboard, but
much
it's like
older model.
very basic.
The wires from the generator upstairs are routed into its innards.
I don't want to spend too much money though on it. I want something to sound like completely great. This console open the blast door? Yes, but you need electricity.
Over reads one dial key. Allume reads another. Radio diffuser says the frequency band.
And over.
This device was used to control the electronics.
Emergency open. Oh, this is open.
Control lights function as a radio.
I'm so glad this game gives me translations. Well, I guess our guy knows French. Ravachol kind of sounds like French. Maybe we are. I don't know. Maybe friends.
Who's to say this thing even?
Yeah, of course it is not working. Maybe our country was captured by French. Maybe that's what's happening in this world. Oh, here we are. Far and slit. You can't see inside. We were just inside. Why would you need to see something inside? Must have been a direct hit. I guess these ruins are here since the war. And... well, yeah, probably. It's kind of weird. People usually don't just leave land because it was ruined. No, they just restore it. Ice cracks under your feet. Be careful not to fall through. And the city itself seems like not having enough land to live on. The pain in your pelvis makes you wince. Then you continue. Probably not good, man. Probably not good. An old medicine cabinet, newly stocked with Draumin. Do we take it? Free health! Oh, that's good. I actually can use it. Wow. Wait, does it give me free charges? I thought it's one that restores me 3 health. I should have bought this then. It's cheaper. A weather artillery map showing coordinates of the Bay of Ravachol. Oh, Is it fuel? Yeah, that was a lot. What if I sell it? Oh, I can't. I literally can't. Yeah, I can't leave.
There's a range. This is B triple prime on the island. A nest.
What is B triple prime?
A single person mattress. Modern. Civilian use. Brand name. Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns.
Was somebody in here as well?
And an empty can of beans on the ground next to it.
Can?
Filled to the brim with cigarette butts.
Sure. Why
The
though?
silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter.
You know,
The brand, Tio Motin.
few years ago, I think I saw a really weird thing. You know how some kids, like in school years, they smoke, right? And like cigarette. Back then, I think vape wasn't a thing yet.
Contemporary
And
British
well,
prefer
it's kind of hard for them to get cigarettes because of, well, a law.
Or Astra, the legend
And
from Grad.
I saw some of them
Is favored by
picking
old
up
for its paper filter tips. Sweet
these
smell,
cigarette butts that were, well, slightly not. They weren't finished fully. They picked up those from the floor and just smoked them. What the hell? It's just. Ew.
the same rare brand.
Just remember because it mentioned cigarette butts. I don't know, man. I don't.
There's
Never
a fiery
smoked,
slit
probably never will, and
like a little
don't recommend doing that as well. What the fuck exactly? I don't know why. Like, why? First of all, why would you even smoke? Well, I guess some people consider it cool, which I hope is not a thing anymore. It's concrete.
quite old and grimy from years. without
Maybe
chewing
some of them
anything other than the rest.
had an addiction as well. I mean, back then I was, I don't know, like 15-ish. So I'm not sure actually why I mentioned. I thought, like, I was talking about them as kids, but I was a kid back then as well. So no, I really don't know why I decided to mention that info, but yes.
The springs screech as you lean
Wait, does this
and
work?
crane your neck to look out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A small piece
thought-
of Martinez coastline opens up in the square. in
Somebody
front of
could-
you, like a tiny landscape.
Oh, shoot from
1
here.
kilometer across the water. The ruins look familiar.
On the left.
A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Gislain, 33A and
This
33B.
tells me nothing.
The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the
Nowadays
whirling
with kids
rats.
though,
Rue de Saint-Gislain.
I feel like I'm getting
the
older.
doomed
I see,
commercial area.
no joke, like the last few years, I start noticing that there are some things going on like on the internet and stuff that like almost every kid understands, and I like have no idea what's going on. I'm feeling old. I'm not, but I feel.
Box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. You see a small.
The only thing
fleck
I'm
of
not
white
using that
on
a
the
lot of
rooftop.
people use right now is
Upstairs
TikTok.
window
I don't
of
know. It's just
glasses
not for me.
in the snow,
Well, I never tried,
reflecting light.
and I don't want to because I think I will get kind of addicted to it, and I don't want to lose my time on watching 1-minute videos.
Cheek against a cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day like this.
I would rather watch something long that, you know, gives you actual info. I don't think you can really fit a lot of info in 1-minute video. Maybe I'm wrong. Could take the shot. Good? Why? This is where the shot came from, but not with. Yeah, not
The wind
sure.
picks up slowly. The clear surface of
Okay,
the
so
water
that's where
shadows.
person
Yes.
shot.
This is it.
Maybe Titus was
In the
never
north, something
here. What? That's why he
leaving
never
shadows
thought
on the
it was
water.
possible.
Long stalks in the shallows.
You should have still
answer
here.
comes, not even a whisper.
Should have shouted. Marco, follow. That sure will work. Oh, is there a coast I can go? Oh, okay. The winch is broken. Rust has eaten the remains of the chain. Oh god. What's going on here? Oh, I can't go there. Okay, this island is actually a lot smaller. Game just handed me the answer. The more game goes, the more I see like underdevelopment kind of stuff. I don't think they should have, instead of putting so much effort into writing so many dialogues and stuff you can explore, should have just worked more on the main story. It really fades closer to the end, but it's still fine. Water rushes below, far down below. But if my calculations are right, this game will last for like 3 more streams, which may change my point entirely. Okay, let's put in oil or fuel, whatever you're powered with.
The room fills with a pervasive chemical smell as dark brown liquid flows into the tank. There's a red starter switch on one side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other.
I have no idea how this works. What? Do you switch and then rope to start it, I think, right? Yeah, you never just pull the rope first and then, yeah, switch first.
A tiny red light gutters inside. The recoil start
Yay!
wakes the old generator up.
My logic still
Machine
works.
sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
Whew. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. I'm just being blind as usual. Okay. The panel.
A dim golden glow, and it's on.
Open!
The door comes screeching to a halt. Behind it, you see a hole.
Oh, you know, maybe I misjudged. Maybe this place is a lot bigger inside. Oh, I hope it is. I hope it is. I like this bunker kind of stuff. Never felt curious to see them inside in real life, but I like the atmosphere.
Pollen drifts.
Weirdly enough, I don't like post-apocalyptic stuff, like games. Well, the ones that take place in the bunker, I liked, not the outside though. I know how it works. My tastes are really weird.
The lighting in
Light,
the room,
radio.
The glass slides under the dusty glass, dark and silent.
Will we
Despite the power being
just call drug
on,
dealers?
they make out defunct stations on the. It's an air-gapped system, an off-air military model. Its
Oh, you know
circuits are
what?
nearly impossible
Maybe
to bend.
that our suspect, that girl who shot her head off, maybe she wasn't. Maybe she wasn't fully innocent. Maybe she was cooperating with whoever is in here, and she had radio with some certain frequencies put in her track, and maybe, just maybe, those frequencies were not for, oh, what the heck, for managing drugs, but for cooperating with whoever is in here. Oh. Small white flowers blossom all around you. Oh, that's cool. I see no flowers though. Oh, are these flowers? Certainly doesn't look like one, but yeah, I think those are. A rubber dinghy. It's deflated and broken. Oh. Shame. Oh, I see you. I see you. Did you shoot? Hello. You're under arrest.
An old man wearing
The red-
tracksuit trousers.
Oh
leans
no,
on
it
the
was
frame
him.
of his rifle.
Look, his rifle looks exactly like the one I found, and exact caliber, I think. It doesn't look like murder though.
Then
Hello.
spits it out into the
He doesn't
extinguished
care that I
fire
came
before
here.
him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by
Wait,
creased
I still don't have a gun. Oh, well, it's fine. We'll just talk to
Unclad
to him.
by cataracts.
You've
His
retained your
eyesight is
eyesight. Is he still here since... Was he... Yeah, we need the motive, and maybe he killed... Maybe he's a fanatic, you know? Who still thinks the war is going on. And he's fighting against somebody, I don't know. I don't actually know what revolution was in here. It was like a... I forgot the word. Okay, it doesn't matter. There was a war, and maybe he's living here ever since, and he thought that guy's an enemy. Although, like, he doesn't hear any gunshots. I think he should have realized. Oh, they shoot us as well. Did you close the blast door? Nice gun you got there. Sir, I need you to put down the gun so we can talk further. Let's start with this first ones. Nice gun.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done.
He seems rather calm.
It's a 3-angong 4.
Yes, exactly. The exact caliber of the bullet.
Southeast Samarin made. Exotic. Must be defunct too. No modern rifle manufacturer of that name springs to mind.
Well, I guess it is an old gun. It's not that great anymore. Samurai made.
Military aid from our brothers.
He doesn't sound out of his mind as well.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
The Xing Yao commune?
You heard me.
No.
It's good now. Like chalk, white from the ball.
I find it always so weird. Like, we come to random people and they just answer. Well, I guess we are a police officer, so. And they can see it, so. Look at us. We're clearly a police officer.
Remembers there was a third metastasis of the world revolution in the Safre Empire, extinguished in 06.
It's not wiped from the board. I remember it. I don't actually. Let it vanish. Yeah, let it vanish. People who need this will remember it. Others, let's just, well, not.
It's almost as if they were never there. Only the rifle remains, cradled
And the
by
police.
the older man.
You can keep the gun, but keep it down. No, not one move. Surface army, goodbye. Yeah, put it down.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
I am Ifrader Lieutenant Ifrader, I think. It's a pretty high rank, by the way. Please don't shoot me.
It's a
No, I
good
failed.
line, but your voice slips on. Commander,
Tutu.
producing a little squeak. Sounds like you're afraid.
I am.
A big-time operator of the pederast army. How about I keep it, huh? Hand it
Sure.
over to a real killer. A Briscard.
What is Briscat?
Surely not you. What
Wait,
do
maybe
you
it wasn't
want?
him, but somebody else. I'm looking at another wingback who's got problem with homosexuality. What's... Well, yeah, this world is underdeveloped. They didn't solve the... Well, we didn't solve the problem with racism at all. They don't have it even slightly under control. Well, they also didn't solve the problem with genders. We... but yeah, it seems like they are kinda behind our progress. Put the gun down, okay? I don't know how else to convince you. Okay, you keep it, but the gun should... Yeah,
You
let's put it down.
She's pathetic when you're alone.
I'm a freaking police officer, shut up.
With it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
Okay.
Like an amputated limb in the sand. He stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. A strange sadness, like a song.
Yeah, let's just let it sleep for now.
The old man pulls back the hood of his plastic cape and looks up into the sky.
It looks so different, like, in-game and the portrait. We also do. Those words the future teaches you. Pick up the gun, line in the sand. Let's not. I don't think it's good to get confrontational here. Who are you? Let's start with this
My
one.
name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol.
Man, the commune army of Ravashal does not exist anymore.
I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This
Like,
is my turn.
It's unpopular opinion, I think, but I actually don't think deserters are bad. Like, they are bad for country, but it's like it's only natural for a person to fear death. And I see nothing wrong with it. Like, if you can't fight it, if your, well, love that may or may not exist to your country is less than your fear of death, like, it's fine. But if one will desert, everybody else will start as well, and, well, it breaks morale of the army. That's why people have to execute them. This is my termless surrender. Okay, you're held over from ICM?
Yes. Recruited from Jamrock in 07.
Wait,
Trained
why
in the École
do they
de
even
Contrôle
recruit?
Bataillon, consigned to emergency defense duties in...
Oh, I think he was recruited before Civil War started.
I left my unit on the eve of the landing.
Why is he still
When I
hiding here,
returned
though?
here on May
And how do you
14th,
live? Where do you get food?
fallen,
Man, what the
still
hell?
armed, and ideologically trained,
Uh-huh.
I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
Man, war is over.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
He was living on the island for 43 years? Wait, I thought he was... Yeah, I completely forgot. War is really, really over. Like, 40 years ago. So he was like a boy back then. Well, like my age kind of boy.
No.
No?
I've been on other islands too.
Are you hunting? How do you get food?
I was in a resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E48.
I guess at least he's not disturbing other people. Maybe it's his.
Then I came back here.
Maybe he voluntarily put himself in solitary confinement as a punishment, maybe. We need to learn more about this guy. Yeah, 43 years.
43 years and 10 months.
Yeah, what the hell? That's the length of my entire life. No, I think my partner said I'm 50 something as well. Yeah, that's insane. What the hell?
It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't just forget what I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he decided to do this. It's not forced to. Forced himself.
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
I don't think he's hiding from, like, government. I don't think they'll do anything to him at this point. Well, in different countries it's different, but I think there is a limit to amount of time, basically, they are looking for you if you committed a crime. And, well, things that happen in war, they usually don't last that long, and it's not only they won't be looking for you, they just pardon everything.
Have already been
Usually.
switched off. Further inland, in Jamrock, the streets come alive.
Ads.
Men, women, children rushing. Muddy avenue after muddy.
140. Oh,
The temperature is rising. Alto cumulus clouds form above
it's.
precinct.
I think
41.
it has to go once in half an hour. I'm pretty sure. Disable. I don't know. I might change something like in ads. I can maybe switch in between mid rolls and pre rolls. I don't know really. It feels crazy. The ads.
Always waiting.
Why can I not turn them off? I don't know. I really don't. And the thing is, even if I wanted to get rid of affiliate, I thought about it. Then I realized the ads are here and they are not beneficial in any way. I thought about like getting back to non-affiliate, but I can't. Well, I can if I won't be streaming for next 6 months. That I can do, but no way. Maybe I'll go back to pre-rolls, I'm not sure. But like pre-rolls, nobody will come to streams anymore then. I don't want this either. Woman will always betray you, what the hell? I've been there, city's tinderbox, it may still happen. Wait, what happened? Always waiting, for what? For her to return, for who? Girl child revolution. I came from here, point to the mainland. I can assure you that it's not that the people are planning. I mean, they are on a strike, but it doesn't seem like a revolution, really. Capital is too powerful, rich, very well organized. They are really not.
I am not a fool. I know.
I mean, man, I gave you the info I have. If you decide not to accept it, fine, whatever.
The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come
Okay,
back
can we
anymore.
proceed the crime stuff? How have you survived? How have you concealed yourself all this year? Yeah, that's I'm interested in, really.
It was hard in the tens. I didn't have partisan training.
I mean, you were
There
like
was
what,
such
20?
Stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night.
He opens his eyes and looks at something to your left.
Okay, that's sad, man, but yeah, it's what can I say? You said it's termless surrender.
You're with the RCM.
I am.
The coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
You know, kinda alright, but I also enforce my morals. Well, I'm actively trying to. Not always succeeding, but I am trying. And you know what they call me? They call me good cop and boring cop sometimes. In the sorry cop. You know, but I am good. Look, I'm a 11 point good cop. If you don't know how the counter works, it goes +1 when I'm doing something good and it goes -1 if I'm doing something bad. I am good cop, more than I'm communist apparently. So, yes, you don't know who I am. I'm not who you think I am, that's the thing. Yes, I'm the good guys. Oh no, they enforce the law, they keep these animals from killing each other. That's a bit rude. I know what it looks like, but I have secret plans to turn RCM in the Pazovian Revolution the unit. I don't. And RCM, let's leave it at that. Yeah, that's true. Like, it's my job, man. What do you want? I am doing the good thing. I'm trying at least to. They sent me here to solve a crime and I am solving it. What's wrong with it? Why everyone hates me? I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
Let's. You represent the Moralist International.
What's wrong with
The enemies
moralists?
of humanity who took this city.
Do I not understand the meaning of moralist? Wait, it is somebody who enforces morals, right? Moralist. Is that a good thing, or do I misinterpret it? Is it something bad? Why is he talking about morals like it shouldn't be happening?
Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can't.
Man, nobody even, like, it's been 50, okay, 40 years since war ended.
You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
Man, nobody wants to arrest you. Nobody cares anymore. It's been 40 years. You literally have been in prison for 40 years.
A spray of blood from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire pit.
To a communist soldier from the communist army. I have another, yeah, now a
There's
question.
nothing serious in this world. It's a farce.
What have you been using the gun for? Probably hunting, I'm guessing. But where do you get the bullets? That's the real question.
I've used it for killing people.
Recently?
You can smell it.
It's a gun. That's what they're for.
I mean,
want
some
a
are for
moralist
killing
euphemism?
people, some are
Defending
for
your
killing
family and your property.
animals. Okay.
I've used it to kill people.
When? Before or after the war?
Maybe during? And this has been during or after the war. Yeah.
There is no after.
The war is still here. Yeah, this guy, yeah, that's exactly what I thought he is. He just lives in his, like, maybe he's right in a way, but like, you know, man, just it's my point, like, we're too small just to really think about it. But
So
I
he's
guess
continued
because
to
of these thoughts I will
foster
never be
hostility
like
to
this leader
Okay.
who people follow. to go to revolution, and I don't really want to. Hey, hello, Red. Getting ready for the day and enjoying the little lurk. Oh, enjoy the lurk then. Happy to see you. Well, I'm happy to be streaming again as well. So he continued killing after hostiles ended. Why? Who was he killing?
This is it. You can feel it, like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. Something you haven't felt in a while.
But?
This is what you live for. This is the shit.
Huh?
The great serotonin jackpot.
Do I enjoy killing people as well? Oh! Oh no, okay.
Go in straight. No euphemism.
Was he killing just random people for no reason?
No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first.
This is a contradictory. What am I supposed to do? Going straight, no automatic, he doesn't like those. No, go be careful, slow and steady. Huh? So you're saying you killed people after your fighting stopped? Yeah, I think this is what I need him to repeat. Did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel of the secret? He doesn't probably know who that guy was if he really killed him. I know you want to tell me, have you killed anyone with that gun in the last week or two? Which way do I say then? Yeah.
Nothing comes to you. And in them, a chill, like electricity.
I thought-
Up your spine.
I thought I have another option after that. Okay, fine. What?
All is not as it seems.
This shivers. This is so... This trait that I barely have any. Well, I have a lot, but mostly from thought. This is interesting. It's like... It's your guts telling you something. I would love to have more of this. For it to tell me what's going on. All is not what it seems. What does it mean? Okay, let's go... Straightforward, yeah.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now.
Okay, let's go more straightforward.
I don't want to tell you anything, you grotesque murderer.
Man, I killed only three people during like what? What? 18 years and only 3 people. And all of those were...
The who now?
Okay.
He heard.
Fury.
He just
Yeah,
wants
Red
to hear
Fury.
you say it.
That's why we just...
This is dramatic.
Call her Red.
His part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair. Did he actually kill the colonel of the security contractor Cranel? The corpse in ceramic armor hanging behind the whirling in rags. Did you shoot him? The fascist death squad who took a bullet in the mouth on the night of March 4th. His name was Alice Courtenaire. He was part of security detail. Beautiful, strong man. Were they fascists? I'm guessing they were, since the game gives us this option, but I don't remember them being. Yeah, I remember other guys, but not this. Okay, corpse. Yeah, let's go to this one.
Yes, that one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you actually kill him?
Push him now.
I have a safe nearby, so okay, let's go try to assert our dominance.
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
Oh.
Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession.
Is he trying to deny it?
The scent of blood.
Was just joking and said, oh, it's fine, I think.
There was something you can't remember. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing.
Go to something else
Go
first.
with something else first.
Wait, what do we have? A shot? A motive? We kinda have motive. What about the secret room? The arcade machines. And the door that leads to the balcony. And footprints. Can they be here? His? I've done the ballistics, point to the tower. The shot came from this island. Come on, what am I forgetting? Yeah, let's start. We win some time.
Saw you poking around there, looking for evidence.
No, just investigating.
Diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
Man. I have 216 cases solved. It's not about fascists.
He's practically admitting to it.
These people, like, yeah, like, whatever he was, it's not your prerogative to decide his punishment.
Just one thing.
And I'm not even sure what country am I living in. Is it maybe it's not against the law to be fascist? I don't know. This country seems underdeveloped. By no means it's not the right thing to do, but I'm only a cop in this game. I'm only enforce the law. Just one of the main things unclear. The rifle doesn't seem to have a scope. Maybe it has a very good eye. Where is the scope? How did you make the shot without a scope? We haven't... we have everything else. I don't think direct questions is what we need to go with. Said fashion. Are you admitting to kill him? Is the best interrupted line of sight. Do we push this? A scope. We need to ask about the scope, but not directly. But I see no other choices. Okay, let's go this.
Forget about your stupid fucking scope. I don't know where it is. Find it yourself.
You just throw it away? Why not the whole rifle? Why just scope?
He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it.
This
Push on.
this drama, I love it. He lost it. Yeah, he just plain smart. Yeah.
You're sad for your fascia brother, aren't you? One twig got broken.
Oh, why people are doing? I don't even know that guy. Why everyone assumes some random stuff? How did you come to the conclusion I care about that guy? Maybe I still don't understand how that word works. Like in my head, like I am police officer. I am solving crimes. I do everything to investigate and solve the crime. How does it matter who the victim is? It doesn't. Whoever victim is, I solved crime. Hey, let's see the head. Oh god, well, you actually hit yourself. Don't do that. It's not good for your head, for your brain. Here it comes, almost there. The goddamn Maybells, is that right? Maybells on classier... Maybells? My head hurts now. Exactly.
There were Maybells in the grass when you got here, and Maybells on Clausia's balcony.
What is Maybells? Is the flower? That white flower? I'm not. I don't know.
Wait.
Stop hitting yourself, please.
The diagonal prints in the dust. In
Don't
the
know
secret
English
space
names.
of Clausia's bedroom. Now.
Flowers or I don't know, whatever it is. Footprints, yes, footprints. I remember that. Of course, thank you, thank you. Ow, ow.
Yes, ouch. So good, it hurts.
It never helps you. Maybe to concentrate the focus, but
Nothing
the actual
else
hitting, no.
comes up. The old man watches you stimulate thoughts by hitting.
So awkward, map. Sorry, I was just... Yeah.
I'm sorry, this didn't do anything. Usually hurting yourself does.
Maybells!
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
Yeah, and I saw them there as well.
Nostalgic.
Do you... I found it always so weird then you have to convince a murderer who already knows he is a murderer that he is a murderer. Like, why? It doesn't matter if we convince him, or we're trying to convince him that we have something on him and we have enough evidences to arrest him. So he just... Well, tell us the truth.
So many
Confess,
this year,
basically.
too. The spring is coming. No. It's
But
already
it's so
here.
weird.
Wash the filth away.
Haven't seen the flowers anywhere else in Marina, it's only here. You know, a woman called Claudia, ring any bells? There's no way he was trying. Wait, if it's him, that means it has nothing to do with her past or the guy's past, the victim's past. No, no, game, you can't do this.
They blossom on the islets before we fertilize them with our blood. Resurrection was snow white in May before they ruined
Isn't it resurrection? Resurrection?
South, the Bay of Martinez is dotted with little freckles of islets,
It can't be him.
with white flowers in white
The
snow.
game design wise, it's such a bad choice if it's, as I said, just completely random person which we never saw and the game was just misleading. It's like cheap detective story.
the coast too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken.
Like, you remember that guy what we told you about in one line in the second chapter of the beginning of the story that has like over 50? Yeah, that one. He was the murderer and you're like, what the hell? This is exactly...
He must get around a lot to stay undetected all these years.
I'm really curious how he's staying, like what he eats. This seems like a dead land. There is nothing growing here. There is no animals as well. Your whole life, know any secret paths? Maybe underground?
I may.
Hey, Claudia.
Classier.
Know her?
He knows her, but
He
hadn't
knows. Yes, Claudia. You hadn't heard her name, had he?
My ears don't reach the city.
Know her, right? She had intimate relations with the victim, the mercenary.
With the victim.
Whoever dies is a victim, unless... Well, if whoever was killed is a victim.
There is a small tremble.
I
Looks
just...
like a smile,
Hey,
a
like...
crooked smile. Yet isn't
Maybe
quite
something that
involuntary.
person died...
about to burst.
that died... Maybe he did something wrong, but... Well, first of all, it's not for you to decide, again. And second, like, it doesn't really matter. I don't know, in my... It's really weird opinion. I think a lot of people find it weird, may find it weird, but... Like, in my opinion, every person is, like, equal-ish, and, like, every person's wish is equal. It's the thing is, we live in the world, in society, and we have to choose whoever wish in what way we can satisfy the most people, you know? So, like... Okay, hear me out. It's super weird, but... Like, wishes. If one person, like this guy, wants to kill other person, and another guy wants to, I don't know, like, build a house, they wishes, like, somewhat equal. But the thing is, this guy wish contradicts with another people's, because the guy he wants to kill wants to live probably, and you know, if you satisfy his wish, the other guy will be unhappy, so it goes like to 0 or even negative. So it's bad, and we can't accept this. But like, what I was leading to, he's saying like victim in a way that he does not see the guy dead, the hanged man, as a victim because he was a fascist. But like, his fascist is just his opinion, and while it's not right and it may be hurting someone, it's still like, he's still personally somewhat maybe not good for society, but for himself and for maybe his family. And the fact that they killed him still makes you a murderer and him a victim. You know what I mean? I hope it makes some sense, at least. Have 540 points? You have? That's great. I think he... Well, yeah, you can check the rewards. Not much that you can do with 500, but if you just... oh. If you just save some more, you probably can do some good stuff. At 25,000 you can make Messina Son, and yeah, probably not the best idea. Makes sense. Oh, thank you, Red. I'm glad you understood. It's so hard to talk about some complicated stuff, you know? So this is what just comes out of my mind, my mouth. I wonder what brand of boots. Yeah, let's ask about footprints.
Everything is brands with you.
Was it 90 earlier? Oh, yeah, I think you earn
brand my shoes are.
points pretty fast, especially if you chat.
Some shit.
There's an interesting one. There is a 2,500. Can choose a game. Although there are some like exceptions, like I can buy something, there is no way I can play it, and I have to finish the current game first. Yeah, let's see the footprints again. Doing great. Give yourself credit. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to. I had a lot more problems with, you know, like being confident and not critique myself so much. But yeah, I'm working on it. I am. Thank you.
The maker is called sensory.
I feel really great when people just
but can't make out the size.
compliment me. I also had a big problem, you know, like rejecting compliments, saying like, no, I'm not good, I'm bad, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, no, I'm not doing great job. And yeah, it was, the thing is, it was worse before.
These are not the unusual.
Sooner or later I'll be completely fine, but there's still wait.
They do, however,
go there.
seem to be about the same size.
Did he show it? Yeah, he did. Okay. I don't like how this guy talks to us. I hope one day in this world, our boy Harry will gain more authority than he currently has. Hey, 90s, please don't roll on one.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing
Close enough.
right now.
Really mean it. Take the damn Thank you, thank you. I accept it. That's true, he doesn't have to wear it right now. Does he have more boots though? That seems like homeless, completely homeless. Well, he basically is. People change shoes, it doesn't mean they were there, near the room. But why? Why would he be there? Maybe he was... Yeah, maybe he was exploring something to see... And that's why there was a peephole as well. To like spy on them and see when is the best to kill the guy.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters? They must have really loved that dead fuck.
The prince where he
I don't
is,
like this guy.
You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep.
Gonna play a round of Apex? Oh,
something.
have a good game. And good luck. I play in, like, the main mode or arenas. Found myself playing arenas a lot more lately because it's just short and you're going straight to the fight instead of spending time looting. Not only with friends as well.
Stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind. Seagulls in the distance.
We know it is the guy we're looking for, but we can't
You've
prove
almost
it.
got him. Just the last little push.
Last push. Let's go back off for a moment.
You're lost, Dwat. You're lost.
No, I haven't. I think he wants to sound like a Tony, but he doesn't really. One more time, Dr. Mixter Dross, the Colonel. We need to talk about you killing him. Last push. Is this the push we need? Yosef Lilianovich Dross. You're under arrest for the murder. It's too soon. Teacher teaches you. Oh, it's about what was he mumbling. Yeah, let's go with this.
Petty bourgeois law. This is all you care about, right? The only thing in the world for you types.
Yeah, the only thing you care about, human lives. What a shame. Like, how can you be that? Like, what the hell? Why can I not just kill random people outside? Stupid law. What the hell are you talking about?
That's right. Pilot all.
Okay, okay.
Now.
That's whatever it was.
You're lost.
Gun.
Lost.
Okay, let's go with the first one then. The only one that makes sense right now.
Yeah, you shit-licking bougie dog. Chanson de soldat.
Do people in real life also so fast with their conclusions? I feel like some of them are.
Marching.
Not what I would know. I generally don't really talk to a lot of people, only with friends, and I don't have
You need to address that remark first.
a lot of them. And well, you don't do this to your friends for sure. I won't know, but I feel like some people are like this. They give me those vibes. I forgot about this for a moment. You need to address the remark first. I'm not shit-licking Bouget dog. Authority is speaking. We have to. Authority kicks in. We have to do this. I'm a half-dead police officer who's just doing his job. Yeah, like, this is my soul speaking.
The job of a bougie dog.
Frick you, man. I'm doing great job. I'm working for society. And you what? Just killing people because of... You are literally lynching. And it's against the law. La Revachelier. It's the marching song of the World Revolution. I don't know. He knows apparently.
Go.
I don't.
1 of 3.
What?
In Grad,
One of 3 songs. Okay, yeah.
they
Understood.
sang Brave Children, favorites of history. And in Sinyao, it was
He seems to really like it.
some Samaran shit, I guess.
How does it go? Can we get any info from here? I think it's my only option right now, so yeah.
How did it go?
What was the sound? Did he...
Something about shooting rabbits.
Oh, I think it's just some in-game sound. Like...
I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's gone now.
Okay.
He waves erratically with his hand, annoyed that he can't remember. A little
Grammar.
passes through him. It was dear
This
to
guy's
him.
old as heck.
He resents forgetting it.
Need to push him. Okay, let's leave him for now.
I ain't going anywhere.
Putting the gun won't do anything. Picking up the gun. And... telling him he's under arrest. I mean, I don't think he will struggle, right? I just wanted to see if I can find anything else. But no, okay, let's tell him he's under arrest. He wants us to arrest him anyway, right? Why he's not confessing?
Minion of capital.
If he's proud of what he did, why is he not telling us that he killed him? Just give me the freaking confession. Maybe it wasn't him. Nothing what it seems, as usual. He's under arrest, but not the... Yeah, let's
His
pick it up.
gaze follows your motions.
Oh, it's back.
The
Okay,
rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand.
was a good call.
Frame stopped and patched in places.
You died.
Tape and wire.
That was fast. So you are playing the main mode, right? I guess was unfortunate.
The rifles.
Oh, it's been a
in
while
shaped
since I played
state,
Apex. Oh,
Like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing.
can I find anything on this rifle?
Triangon,
Anything that will help us?
6mm, made in Sinyao.
Probably not. This is a triangle.
The old man blinks slowly. A strange jitter comes over him. He pushes his right leg down and does not reply.
This uses jacked ammunition 446. Oh, can we just show him the bullet? Or yeah. We kept the bullet, right? Oh, I can't check. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we kept the bullet. I wanted to give it to Kim, but it's with us right now.
The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It can be used against him later,
I can't. I mean, sure.
is what you want to say. You get to your under when a warning rings in the back of your head.
Burn thumbs, grown hair. Oh, are you okay? It sounds. How hot is that thing? I hope it's okay. Curl here. Oh. I don't know. I like I have some kind of thought, but I can't just. So well, yeah, let's just go on with this. It'll be fine. It's very hot. Oh, I hope it's okay. Hey, what's going on? Is what you want to say. You get to under. When a warning rings in the back of your head, did you get everything? I did, didn't I?
The old man, you startled him. Maybe it was the silence.
Does it give me another chance to just talk to him more? Or I actually just missed something in exploring? Let's just go around one more time. In case I actually missed something. I don't think I did. But we didn't get him to confess. So it makes me feel like I didn't do something. This is out of cargo ship signal horns echo on the water. I kinda like how it sounds. I don't know. Yeah, it seems completely empty. There's literally nothing here. Even I, on this small land, probably can't miss anything. The depot that supplied this chain is long gone from the coast. Yeah?
There's a
Can't
rain
guess that
soaked
much.
map. This is B triple prime. A sink and an empty can of beans. A rain soaked the spring. A small piece.
There's nothing. Nothing here. Okay, let's put him under arrest. There is no way this is the end of the game. Is it? Like, I wanted to check before the stream how far away I am from the end, but I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah. There's a slight chance that, well, if I don't finish this stream, I might like finish in next 10 minutes when I decide to start a new one.
Minion of...
Okay, we are done. You will be taken to the nearest precinct holding area for preliminary investigation.
You said I would be taken to the...
Man, nobody cares about war anymore. It's been 40 years.
The sum of all the erratic, involuntary movements and mood swings he's been exhibiting.
What's going on with him? Is he actually crazy? Like completely
The
crazy?
wind picks up.
Out of his mind?
The silence on the water is broken.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officer on the scene will be used against you by prosecution. Is this how it goes? Wayfarer. What Wayfarer means? So it's like, yeah, you're under arrest. You have a right to remain silent and... yeah. Yada yada. You will be provided legal counsel within a 1 week. You must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? Can he not? Well, I guess he's not able to afford afford one, but you know, like it should be an option. I do understand. You're afraid. Do I understand, sir? Yeah, let's go professional.
What if I don't want to? What if I want to stay here?
That's not an option.
Look, he's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead.
Wait, was it he wanted to go another place, but why?
Pupils are dilated too. Eyes get
Wait.
blacker.
I can't even change class. First, you need to come to me to the boat. Let's go. I don't have handcuff. Why do you not have How can a person forget how to speak in just 1 week? Why do you not have handcuffs with you? What's wrong? Can I stay here while I go inland and find your... Yeah, I think it's the only option. Like, if I don't pick it right now, I'll just never pick it, so might as well. Oh, I failed!
You heard something.
This thought...
Now, how do we do this?
This... Failures heal? It's just like a spoiler. Before check ends, I just know that I failed if I heal. Oh. Sure.
What a farce.
Cold. From your skin crawls.
My skin crawls. Something happened? He's got in and died. Oh. Sorry. That's why I think it's time to...
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb.
No, game, you can't just go on the mystery. No, please don't. Tell me it's hallucination.
Ghostly silence.
How long will the stream going? Well, for at least 1 more hour. Well, unless game ends sooner, I think. And from there, I don't know. Depends on how I will feel. But yeah, at least 1 more hour. Probably less than 2 more. So somewhere around that. What the hell is that?
What are you talking about?
Am I hallucinating? I haven't drank anything in my playthrough, and I haven't taken any drugs as well.
There's nothing there.
Okay, I think it is hallucination.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall.
Is there something wrong with me?
At you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesque...
I hope it's just hallucination. There is... I don't want to accept there's just some mystery.
You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster.
I'm finally going insane. Yes! Finally! Yes!
What? I don't see anything there. Does this mean I'm not under arrest?
No, you still are, but, you know, like, can you protect me from this thing?
My God, maybe you are.
No, I can't be insane, you're wrong. Yeah, I can be. Hell knows what's wrong with my character. He lost his memory, like, full amnesia, but some really, really bad one. He lost all of his memories. He didn't even remember anything.
No one would. You open your eyes and it's still there. A giant
Can I... Just don't kill me. Hello? Are you friendly? Hey?
Creature stands on long stilt-like legs.
It's just, you know, if you didn't understand, I would never approach this thing in real life. Never. I would run away immediately.
It is no more than
But this is a
5
game,
steps
so
away
I
from you.
don't fear death.
Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As
This
the
is
insect
insanely
moves its arms,
plasmid.
it produces a faint hiss, like a
Wait, is that-
machine spinning after the tape breaks?
Is that the creature the cryptozoologist was looking for? That he couldn't... Wait, is that the actual creature? What the heck? Lena's childhood experience. Lay the pheromone and thick. Oh yeah. Wait, but why? Please, 97%. You can't roll 1-1. I'm constantly afraid of 1-1 at this point, just because it happened once. Okay.
Slowly, with your breath, you take 2 small steps toward.
Why there have to
The
be
creature
insects in
lets a
every
series of
game?
Ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head.
I don't have a phobia, but I'm afraid of big insects. What the hell? What is this thing?
Like laughter, a sort of happiness.
Next to the stream, gotta go. Oh, yeah, good luck you too. Hope you have a great day.
Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest. You reek of it. Your chemicals.
Uh-huh.
The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel.
But why
air.
this guy doesn't
It's
see
smelling
it?
you.
If it is real, why he doesn't see it? Maybe it just blends in so good that he doesn't... There is no way he doesn't see movement. There is no way. It's so giant.
Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae.
Hello,
to
I'm
greet you.
Harry.
You're right.
I don't really know who I
The
am.
colossal chitin of its white limbs.
Raise
The
hand.
head of the creature is crowned by reeds. and its eyes
Some
like
creatures
small
can be afraid
droplets of water.
of raising hand, but it's like if you're doing it slowly without making them fear you, it's actually generally a good sign because, you know, they can smell it, they can touch it. Okay.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion.
How the heck
glittering.
are you supposed to catch this giant creature in the small cage? Do they not know how giant this thing is?
Suddenly, there is silence.
Raise down hand. Yeah, I'm under arrest. Sorry. Yeah, put the hand down.
The invertebrate comes back to life, stridulating. Sets of complex eyes follow you. moving
Disengage slowly.
on either side of
I'm
the
Harry.
insect's
I
small
really don't
head.
know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth.
I don't think it understands me.
What appears to be some kind of foam.
I don't think.
Stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Tiptoes to look more closely. Slowly, just slowly.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip.
I don't understand what's going on. Why this is
Looks
happening
to the
right
foam.
now?
Slowly, the foam is white, then yellowish.
Why?
Silence. Click. The foam slowly turns a darker tone.
Spoke to the hanged man. Nose of parthenogenesis.
Masticating on nothing in particular.
I like that talking to like everybody for nothing. Oh, it's a white check. I can do it again. It actually just gave me some random modifiers. Okay, let's try it. 40%. I can. There is a chance.
Nothing. Its simple
Yeah.
eyes give off no flicker of light.
I want to
No
see
one
inside. You know, I don't. I want to be.
touches of its limbs are
Then there to be
insects-like,
more. I want to know your mind.
perhaps without substance.
Sure.
It's spread too thin among its limbs.
I have some skill points I can try again.
Incomprehensible Operations on the world.
It's one of the.
Looking at it, mouth slightly open.
Yeah, one of the
You
two
cannot even
least
imagine
upgraded
what
ones.
it thinks.
Yes,
The
Melanie.
insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads.
What can I even achieve here?
The ventricles at
Like-
its abdomen continue to expand.
Maybe it can give me some info about the world, but what the hell?
Breathing you in, you're sour. As you back off,
Oh, God.
the phasmid also takes a step back into the reeds. Something tells you the next time you engage and disengage, it will probably flee.
Oh,
The
great.
arthropod follows you with its antennae. As you back off, the cracks and hisses of the tape that's come to its end grow more distant.
And I can't leave the island because once I leave it, I won't be able to go back anymore. Okay, let's try the check as well. One more time. And I'll leave then, I guess. I'll only use one point. I can't just use my points for something random. I'm not even sure if it can give me anything. It probably can't. There is no Inland Empire, really? Only one? Why am I there in this? Oh, because I didn't have hat and yeah, it's snowing. Right. Look, I have two of them now. This one looks cooler. And it costs more as well. Oh, I have this pistol as well. It shot like a shotgun though, when that woman just shot her head off. Okay, Inland Empire. You know, I used to like save scam in games like this to succeed at everything, but now I find it a lot more interesting to just accept fails to see, you know, like different options, the usual type of gameplay, because games don't oh, how to put it, like they don't expect you to always succeed, right? Okay, 72% is pretty high, only 30% to lose.
Nothing. It's
What the hell? How? Why?
The twitches of its limbs are insect-like, unknowable. Perhaps.
I don't think if I put another point, I don't think I can reroll. I'll have to disengage and engage again. So it's lost, I guess. I want there to be more.
The insect foams from its mouth parts, tilting the plates.
Goodbye, man.
Head from left.
It's been nice
without reason.
meeting you.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without surface.
This is so freaky. Why did you damage textures?
And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone.
How did you catch this thing?
Nothing but circles on the water.
What was
And
all this
something
about?
on it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
Forgot about it. Walked on the water. It was Jesus. It was him. This is his original form. Bible tells you it's been a man, but it was this Christian reality. Exactly. Can I turn this lake in wine as well?
Yes, it's light enough to do that. Keep your eyes on the prize.
Oh, was it that insect? I don't know the English name, but the one that walks on the water. What the? It's light enough. Well, I guess, yeah, it's bug stick. Big bug. Helmet Half-Life suggestion in another scope. Is it the caliber 932? Probably not. But why the hell is it here? Passport! Glacier, yes! Glacier passport. He took it. Oh, was this thing to show me more? Because it wasn't interactable before. I saw this box and I saw something else nearby. But this appeared to tell me Like I'm missing something?
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a
I mean,
Brazilian
it could...
woman called Katarzyna Alazie.
It could get here just with water, but at the same time, this guy or somebody else could just steal it and bring it here for no reason.
Clausia's hidden documents from the empty boy.
Empty boy. Look at the photo.
It's Clausia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow.
It doesn't look like her at all. Short hair. Well, her hair was rather short, but it was blonde. No glasses as well. What was this doing in the phasmid nest? Did he?
The woman on the photo does not reply. She looks at you with mysterious eyes.
Seal it?
disguised as
Or
someone
eat rather?
else.
Karazin Alazie.
And not Anouk Maya Smith, like she told you. Anouk
Wait.
Smith. Remember?
Yeah, I
You got
remember
lied
that.
to.
But
Again.
maybe it's her real passport. Not from Bio. It's boy for some reason. I don't know. Like I want to read it as Bio, but it's not Bio. It's boy. I don't know. Maybe it's her real passport.
Even worse, Katarzyna Alazia was supposed to be her real name. Where Clausia comes from. Remember? God damn it.
Are you sure it's fake passport
The
though?
girl on the passport looks at you with no answer. She is not Katarzyna Alazia or Anouk.
Maybe she
Maya
was the real
Smith.
one. I'm like,
Clausia.
she's my
That much is sure.
primary suspect. Together with this guy now. Well, he is the first suspect now, the main one. But she is still, before he appears, they were. And maybe it makes me suspect her even more now. You've been following for 3 months, 26 days, 23 hours. Wow, it's been a long time. That's really a lot.
What is it?
I didn't even
What do you want?
really
from
that
me?
long.
I can't go.
Wow. Zero seconds. I'm guessing that doesn't work. I don't know.
Something is very wrong with him now.
What the hell? I actually don't know. The thing is, this is a new bot. I set him up like, well, while I was sick, so on the last weekend, and well, it's not. It haven't been used by a lot of people, so yeah, maybe something is not working right, and I will have to figure it out. I actually don't know how commands work, so maybe there is something wrong with timer. It's supposed to track your, well, presence on the stream while this bot is here, but it still shouldn't be 0. It should be at least today's stream, so I'm not sure. Could you not see the phasmid? Yes. Okay, this guy went crazy.
The man does not respond. He keeps staring. Black eyes glazed over.
Watch entire
and
stream,
bulging
yes.
From their sockets.
Yeah, I think it
His
is bugged
teeth
in some kind. I'm not sure if I can fix it though. Like it's inbuilt command. So
like
unless there is
an
something that
active
I'm in control of,
substance.
I don't know. My best I can just restart. I mean, make the bot leave and then rejoin again. I mean, I can try, you know. Can I? Does it work with me? Okay. I guess I can check it after the stream then to see if I can fix it. If not, I can just probably disable the command. Not sure. Snap the fingers. Hey.
Passes him, followed by nothing.
I like how he's the
His hands
deserter.
are trembling, and he breathes slowly.
Mr. Rose?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh. That's all. You fried him.
He sounded tough and... Okay. What
He
happened?
seems oblivious to the question. The waves slowly lap against the sea fort to the south.
Found some things in the Phasmit's nest,
He
Mr.
stares
Drow.
into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
Watch yourself for 0 seconds, yes. I do have the stream open, so I should have the most out of everything, everybody. But apparently, well, it doesn't work. You can use other commands though, probably. Well, for this bot, yeah, I think there is this. And you can explore. I actually disabled a lot of basic commands because, well, I don't think I'm ready for them all to be here, but there are still plenty of them. So feel free if you find something that interests you. Tracking the ceramic helmet. Aaron, yes, yeah, let's go with Pasper first.
No reaction.
Oh, we found
His
Scope!
breathing
It was
is slow,
Scope!
and he appears very old all of a sudden. Around 80.
Oh, I thought he's like 60-ish.
Nothing. Just dull staring. Not
But he
even
found
rage
Scope.
left,
Isn't it enough
wherever he is.
to arrest him, really?
I lost.
You lost it?
He turns his eyes to the reeds again.
What's going
as he's
on?
done so many times.
There's no way I just
Beige and white stripes.
made him so afraid. There is no way. I'm going to let you rest now, Mr.
The
Drows.
plastic cape
Wait, why?
flaps around his
Wasn't I
face.
supposed to
No
arrest
gust of
him?
wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of tracks.
Does this creature have any effect on him? Maybe that's what
The
happened.
old man
And died.
holds himself for warmth. His gaze is vacantly directed toward the mainland.
Did something happen there? So yeah, I won't be able to go back here. Why am I not arresting him? Well, I probably will if I really, really want to, but it's not like every day trip. I'll have to find another boat or more fuel for this one. I don't know then. Do I just go back? The return. This boat, yeah. Got a confession from a deserter. You need at least 3 examples of proof to show that there is no way to persuade him anymore, right? Because, well, the damage physique his... Wait. Your damage physique has earned its rest. Am I supposed to rest here?
The greasy old, still rather inviting. You
Not
face
sure.
the concrete wall.
I don't think it'll help me
There's
though.
less light there.
Like, I have full health anyway.
You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body, the blanket feels cold. The
Until...
entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes
Cold is
pass.
not always bad, you know, when it's boiling
The sounds of
hot
the sea beyond
outside. What the
grow
hell?
distant. Your eyelids close until
Why it's so
feel
hot?
yourself
I mean, it's actually not that bad right
right next to
now,
the
but
mattress. Slowly.
well,
the
lately
world
this summer is
begins to
just
hatch
super
from
hot.
the blackness. It's evening. Sleep.
Oh, I slept. Yeah, indeed. It's weird that I can't see the emote itself in... Well, it's not weird. It's explainable in the broadcast software. But I can see it on stream. Did something happen? Something is different. Go outside to the beach. Is that what I was missing? Wait, what? Doris. Did I travel past? How do I... Why? No, it still looks ruined, like ruins. There is no interface as well. Go down the chain, there is something there. Which chain? Oh, I see something. Walk in the water now. No, don't. Phew. No. See her footprints on the water. Who? I think I'm dreaming. Yeah, I'm probably dreaming. Father. Why not? Okay.
Dolores Day.
Oh, it's our wife or girlfriend, I think.
The welfare state turns around to face you.
I'm actually
She has a
more
dish
curious. I was,
in
for the
her
most
hand.
part,
She seems to
more
be
curious
in a hurry.
about his past life and relationship with her, probably with her, than the crime. But now crime is equally interesting, I think.
Off to advise the Queen of Shest, most likely. This
Unless
is the Holy
the old
Suzerain
man is an
of
actual
Ruby
murderer.
And Insulinda, definitely not your wife.
Eh,
You need to talk to her. Think of the historical knowledge you could glean.
off to advise the Queen of Cha, most likely. This is Holy Suzerain of Monday and definitely not your wife. It is. You need to talk to her. Think of the historical knowledge you could glean.
I don't know, man.
I
What is
don't.
the Holy Suzerain doing here? Something seems off.
That's okay. Remove the second part and like I don't know, man. It's literally how I feel for the most game. Like I don't know, man. Like what do you want from me? Hey, something's off. Where are you going? What's in the back? Can you save our amount? We need to talk. We need to have one more massive epic showdown. Hey.
Hey,
I find it super weird when like the hey and like yeah. How are you doing? I'm sorry I should have bothered you. Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing really good, actually.
Yeah, I think she sounds like our
Both
wife.
professionally and romantically. I've
What?
had a fulfilling and peaceful period. in my
I'm
life.
glad you're happy, but it
How are
sounds.
you doing, Harry?
I discovered a new species. I solved the entire case of Hanged Man. I'm not doing very well. I mean, I'm doing better than usually, but you know, I'm dying. It in a ruined flag tower. Blood is dripping down my chest. Am I? Probably not. I'm in my head. I miss you. Yes.
Well, I'm in my head too. We're all in our heads.
Do you miss me? There. I feel like it's the wrong thing to do, but I have zero experience in like relationship stuff. So yeah, let's ask.
Sometimes. Not as often as I used to.
What
much
happened to
time has
us?
passed. More than it seems here.
Something's off.
Sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions.
Oh. I mean, she's nice. She still keeps talking to us, even though we like. I don't know. It's all in our heads. So like in. So in our head. Why it's so hard? In our head, she's a great person. So I'm guessing in real life she was too. Don't have time to my emotions.
She sighs and looks over her shoulder.
Oh, making her uncomfortable. Where are you going? Yeah.
I'm going to
The
Moreover,
airport.
to live there in Grad. It's 1 million.
Can't believe found
kilometers
from certain Bioshock.
Might as
Yeah,
well
that
be
was
another lifetime.
crazy. I literally I can't believe anybody really found me. Like I'm streaming so much random games. That's not the best way to do this, really. And I am actually thinking of changing something, but I'm not ready yet. But yeah, it was crazy, and I'm really glad you found me. Really am. What's in the bag? Probably cloths, right?
Just my scepter, my globe
Scepter?
cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, the crown of immortality.
But does this how your dreams always go? Crown of immortality, what? Yeah, well, yeah, well, aren't you already wearing? Is that a crown of immortality?
Oh, this. This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana, and
You know, it
illumination.
kinda seems like
It is
a dream
passed
that
on
can
through the
happen.
rulers of late
I have
antiquity.
better ones though. Same. I'm glad you
She
feel the
looks
same.
at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder, silence. Her nuptial gown flows in the wind.
I feel so uneasy about their relationship. Like, yeah, I know it's dream and whatever, but if it actually happens, you don't want to be too persistent, alright? Because, well, nobody likes it. Like, it's bothering. But if you just will let, well, her or anybody just leave whenever they feel like it, they will leave. And I don't know, like, the relationship is so complicated. What the hell? How are you guys handling this?
Anyway,
Anyway, skin is holy and soft. It is holy.
no, Harry. It's just regular skin. I'm not as beautiful as you always thought I was.
Look, like,
Let's not get into.
I don't feel like Harry was bad husband. What happened to them? Something must have happened. Well, something must have happened to Harry because he started drinking. But what? Maybe he failed to build communism? You are not. Yeah, you are.
She does not answer.
I don't know. I'm just picking random thing. It's in our head
You
anyway.
have to say something.
All the stars burn in absolute silence. Have you ever realized? Yeah, but what? So what? No, it's stupid. No. I don't want to say those stupid things. It's only one, but sure. That's an interesting fact. It's something that I may say. Probably not the right situation, but that's something I would say.
Poetry
Maybe.
thing is not going to help. It's only going to make things
No,
worse.
just a fun fact.
I really have
You know the
to go.
paradox of a tree
don't
falling
even know
in the forest where nobody is? Does it make a sound or not?
I'm sorry. I'm first.
Does it really make a sound
All
if
I
there
can
is
do
nobody to hear it?
It's
That's the thing.
meaningless.
But this is scientifically they die in silence because, well, sound needs, well, some material to go through, and well, in space there is none. Well, there is, but not enough to constantly moving. Can you stay for a moment? Yeah, can
No,
you?
Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown.
I
I
want
want to go to
though.
the aerodrome.
Please, just one
We
last
have
one.
tickets for the 10:20
No.
flight to Morova. Really, we don't
Okay.
have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out.
Well, I guess there is no going back for them too.
Us,
Maybe I should push his relationship with Lillian.
our unborn.
Relationship, just asking her out.
It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Ravashar and you. And you have to be alone. In hell. Forever.
Is there a chance that I'm actually really dying and all what is going on in like in even in game, in usual, not in dreams, is just dream? Because I'm thinking of it because of what she said. Have to be alone in hell, or is she referring to the dream?
Oh God,
No.
whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
There is a chance? Okay. But that's not a very good way things to be. I get the feeling you're not really Dolores Day. I bought you this figure of the headless phone rider! This is such a weird thing to do. I don't know, like... For me, it feels like it's a lost case, but it's a dream, so... Who cares?
It's not. But
But?
I don't know why I said but. There is no but.
That's it?
That's it, yes. We've talked about it a million times.
If she would act like this, it feels
We'll
like...
get over it. Just like I did.
It feels like she's pushing herself to do this. I'm not sure why. Like, I'm lacking so much information. But there is something wrong. like she wants. I think she wants to go back to him. I'm talking as if that's really happening. She sounds like she wants to go back to him, but she's trying her very best to hold this feeling.
Where?
So
in
why?
hell?
With me there in fucking hell?
Oh yes, she'll come around now. I made her love you again.
No, you didn't. Oh, trying to make people pity you is not a good thing, and it's never a good thing.
Of her airport bag, she has a pained expression on her face. It's agonizing. I don't understand. It was, she herself said.
Man, this is okay.
We were bad for each other, okay? I was
Were
bad for
they?
you. Can you not see? I'm bad.
No, what?
I had to stop. I couldn't just turn into a bad person. You will get better.
It hurts so much. Then, like, I feel like it hurts so much when people say
It
this.
just takes some time. For you,
Like you'll find
I think
better,
it will
and like
take
you
something like
just seem like
20 years, maybe?
well,
It was hard for me too, you know.
it's hard to handle
I used to
breaking
think
up.
couldn't
I
live
don't
without
know.
you.
No, I am kind of terrified of relationships. Like, if I'm unfortunate enough and it ends one day, it'll be so bad. Like, it's okay if there are no feelings anymore and like I and my partner can just let it go. But if not, and it's one of partners who, well, doesn't love another one anymore, it will be
But
so bad for, well, probably both of them. 20 years? Oh, 20 years. Wait, it's been 20 years? Wait, what? It just takes me some time for you. I think it'll take... Oh, okay. How long it's been since we broke up? So you felt that way once, that you cannot live without me? Sure, you said yes.
Yes. But that time is gone now.
I mean, yeah, time
So
heals.
very
Time does heal, but... I don't know, I'm bad at handling emotions. No, man, there is no way I know how to do this. Doesn't have to be like this. Maybe we should try again. Sure.
No, Harry. We can't.
Why? What's wrong?
We already tried again, and it didn't work.
Okay,
Is
then...
that how it is now? We should
I-
just try all good
I
things.
can't just withdraw and go away. No.
By that logic,
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know.
let's go again.
Please.
This is not the way you do this, though. I think you have to stop at a certain point. It's hard to understand when this point happens, but you can't just keep pushing. This will not result in anything good. I don't know. I think once you realize there is no chance, or chances are so little that they are non-existent, yeah, probably should stop. Why? Why can't we be together? Yeah.
Harry, we can't be together because you're insane.
You know, sounds about right. Look at this man.
she avoids turning them to you.
Wait, who? Wait, what? Yeah, what do you mean by
They're
insane?
turning moist now. Her eyes. She slowly shakes her head and tries to get hold of herself.
What the hell is happening in our head?
In her gown.
What do you
You
mean?
know what I mean.
No, I don't. Arrogant gets a little down. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a cop. It's not an easy work. No, yeah.
A little down. You've worked there for so long, you can't even talk like a normal person anymore. It's always lists with you. Questions.
Is game trying to tell us this is our gameplay is how Harry sees the world? With checks,
Questions?
with
Did
questions.
someone say questions?
Because game already did this. we don't know anything about the world, about our main character, and that's how main character felt because of amnesia. And now this, that's cool detail, but I'm not sure how to feel about that. I don't have lists. Yeah, I do. There are lists. There are trees.
This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now.
Yes, we are. But it's not possible to talk about trees. This is absolutely, it's absolutely normal. It's fine, you know, the life is a game anyway. This is everything you want to ask. It's actually not a bad thing to do, but, well, not an usual conversation.
In descending order, usually.
Well, people
It's
do
best to
have
do them
lists,
like
they just don't realize it. Probably. I think.
It's not just the lists or trees or whatever. You get sad, Harry. Too sad. People can't get that sad.
This is so on point. You cannot make this up. This guy, in case you didn't see that, this guy, he, like, you know, he gets sad from anything. And there are two things that can kill me: health that can go to 0 and moral that can go to 0. Moral represents our well, mind, I guess. And whenever we get, well, sad enough, we lose our moral. And this guy, imagine, like, he's a cop, he's investigating or basically exploring the crime scene, and he finds a door. He tries the handle, he finds out it's locked, he gets sad because it's locked and loses 1 moral. Like, what the hell? Why? Did you expect this door to be open and you got extremely sad because it's not? To the point where you lose 1 moral? What the heck? Like, you can't get sad out of everything.
Not like you.
Yeah, that's true.
For too long. You only
Or, you know,
communicated
like,
with
some
him
random guy
through
told him sad story and, like, he lost another moral and he's dead. Like, I understand first time when we lost moral, we found out that we, while being drunk, sold our gun, and, like, yeah, it does hit our moral, but something like opening the door, it really shouldn't.
You're ill.
I
You're
am.
an old, insane man.
Oh, this sounds so
You have to
bad,
be
but...
in hell until the end of your life.
No, that's such a
And
rude
I
thing
have
to
to
say.
cross you over.
I get the feeling you're not Dolores Day. But she's not.
I don't know what you mean.
You're the
Dolores Day.
X something. You're the morning. I've heard you before, your voice on the phone. You're just an evil ape. We are... Second thought, you, yeah. Voice on the phone? Sure.
Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that.
Hey, hello, sir. Do I really have 2 bots on? Ignore that. Ignore one of them. How that... I was pretty sure I disabled one of them. Ignore. The what?
Call me like that.
Cole. It wasn't me, it was my hand. Such a weird
They
conversation.
shouldn't have. They really shouldn't. I was in Morova already.
Taller, T?
Safe.
Really?
In
You
the
would
warmth
rather
of
be
the night,
10 inches taller?
wrapped in my future love.
I don't know.
I think of
Like,
you less and
10
less.
inches is a lot,
Whole weeks
but
go
I feel
by
if
without me knowing.
I'd be 10 inches taller, it'd be so much harder. I'm slightly above, below average height, and like, I feel pretty comfortable. I can fit anywhere. I mean, like, under any blanket, on any bed. Like, I'm completely okay with that. And if I'd be a lot taller, I think there are a lot of problems with it. But I guess 10 inches shorter is a problem as well. Yo, 5'4". I'm not a lot... Well, okay, let me just... I think I'm 5'8". so not a big difference. You'll end up at 6.2. It's not too much, but I mean, yeah, I think 6.2 is okay-ish. I'm not sure, actually. I think I would rather be shorter.
Soon it will be
I know that
years
it's
of
a deal breaker for some
I sit there in morose,
girls,
in the holy
but
gratitude
I
of
would
bliss.
not want to
I
be
put my
with
hand
someone
on her
who
belly and smile.
is so obsessed about height. Anyway, so
The air gets cold around you. She looks down.
like to
on
be
the
tall,
stomach,
but isn't it
then
uncomfortable
you.
to
Her
like be
eyes
tall?
are full
But
of tremendous distance and mystery.
for example, just imagine your blanket not covering your feet. Like right now, I can literally crawl full under the blanket, and if I'd be like, I don't know, 5'11" or like 6, I wouldn't be able. I don't want to be. I don't know.
The death
I feel it's
is coming.
better to be short than too tall, you know? But again, 10 inches... If 10 inches smaller, I'd end up like at 4'10". 4'10", what the hell? I'd be short as hell. Ah, no man, this question is too hard for me.
Apple trees hang their bony limbs low over the patchwork of roofs, red and black. Revachol
I think
rests
I'd still
the
go
evening
this
sun.
short.
She's left and bloomed,
I can live
far away from
with 4'10",
vast
probably. I can live with 6'4" as well. I should have
Dora.
put it as
That's what the voice said on the phone.
10 inches, that's too much. Dora is short for Dolores.
Dubois, yes. Dora Dubois.
Dora Dubois. That's why I think of Dolores Day. Are you Dora Dubois? Yeah? My wife?
Oh no, 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 no. We're not doing that again.
That was not the death blow yet.
Okay.
You saved yourself. For now. Keep stumbling around and it will happen.
If someone says something about height, stay loyal to the small guys. I feel like it's so weird for people to not care about height. But, you know, tastes are different. I can't really judge that. Like, for some reason, some people may not like some sort of color of the skin. For example, it is sometimes considered a racism, although I don't think it is. Like, it's just your preferences, right? Or just don't like certain something else, and like it's still something you can't change. Even just some people like girls, some people like boys, right? And it's also something you can't change. So I think it's, well, only natural for some people to care about height. I don't care about it completely, though. I used to be somewhat, you know, care about my height, but not anymore, really. Your ex something. Ex-wife?
Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago?
No, you were
Now
just
I'm the ex
Dora
then?
Dubois.
You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne Aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch.
Yeah.
I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
Although, back to the height, I would feel a bit weird. I think I get used to this pretty quick. I would get used to this pretty quickly, but I would feel weird if I was like 5'2", I don't know, 5, 4'10", whatever, and my girlfriend would be like 6'2". I would feel weird, but nothing bad. Just, you know, like looking up, like, hello, how's the weather there? Is it windy? But yeah, you know, I have some friends that are hella tall. No shot, they're like 6'8". Yeah, I think they're like 6'8", 6'10". It's a giant man. I literally look up at him like, what the hell? Why are you still growing? And it's not just a random man. It's my ex-classmate. It's a person I was studying with. He's 20 and he's hella tall. So I kind of can imagine how it would be. But you know, it's kind of fun in a way. Should have stayed down, should have gone even deeper to the place where I never met you. Because it's impossible to meet people in the abyss of the void. I'm glad in this conversation I'm getting so much closure. Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform.
Having a taller girlfriend would be nice for one reason. To be exactly on the level with her breast.
What?
I don't know, just the first thing came to my mind. I remember that I had a dream where I had like a tall girlfriend, like really a lot bigger than me, like taller and like, well, basically not like fat, but still bigger than me. And I don't know, I remember that I thought something after that, and I didn't think it was bad in any way, shape, or form. But I thought something, like, made some conclusion, but I don't remember it now. Not this impolite, considering Lieutenant Detective of Revachol Militia to eternal damnation. Cool, you're friends. Say hi to the friends for me. This is so grotesque. Yeah, let's say hi to them. Something in mind. That's the thing that wasn't my dream. Like, that I take no responsibility. My mind was dreaming. It was so long ago as well, like 3 years ago.
1,000 times you've raised that fabric. What is underneath has always calmed you, centered you, made you safe.
The thing is, I don't remember it because because of the breast and because of the tall girlfriend. It's the thing. Don't want to go too deep on this, but just so happened that I've never been in a relationship, and some dreams that have a relationship in them just touch me, like my heart, so much that I just remember them. There are like several of them, really, that I still remember to this day. And there are some horror ones as well. I have no idea why they happen. But yeah.
In your mind, you could still climb inside her bed. Still the only
So you don't have to reach stuff on top on top of the shelf of them. Yeah. I still have to for like my family though. And I'm kind of short. Not too short, but shorter than average. So yeah, I mean, you know, I kind of feel useful reaching stuff if I can. So why not? You're just evil ape.
You don't have to hate the world. Can't you see how kind and beautiful everything is?
Had a relationship at 4 or 5? You mean years? That's no relationship, man. At 4 or 5 years, you... If it's 4th or 5th grade, I can accept that. But if it's 4 or 5 years, that's no relationship. I may have back then as well, but it's nothing. I remember my childhood that great. Apparently, my mom said some time ago that some girls had crush on me back in like back in the kindergarten, but it's nothing. This makes no sense. I mean, like, at least school level, and not like, I don't know, like middle high school maybe. Something where you at least understand what is going on. There's no joke. Look, I can imagine that, but it's not it's not valid. Okay, no joke. I know a guy who lost his virginity at 5 or 6. So it's not the craziest thing the person ever told me, but man, it's no, it doesn't count. Okay, okay, let's go back to the game. What's going on here? You have to hate the world. Can you see how kind and beautiful everything is? I mean, yeah, you can just move on. So hard to let go. They're all going to the airdrome. Beautiful world, beautiful airdrome. Evil airdrome, evil. Taking everything away from me. Forget about the airdrome one for a second. I lost, and it was you who lost. Who lost? I don't know. Let's go with random one.
It wasn't a fight. I was never fighting.
You should be asked. Sometimes it happens. No, life is weird, man. Life is weird. It wasn't a fight. I was never fighting you, but I still lost. Imagine how painful it is. You weren't even fighting me, and I still lost. It's always a fight with these tiny apes. Someone always loses. Right, yes, so paranoid of me. I think she's like passively fighting me. Not always, but sometimes.
At first, yes, I was angry at you. But I truly am not anymore. My life
It really seems like I'm bothering
is in a
her.
good place.
Mine not. Morning.
The morning? I don't understand.
No, not the morning. In the morning.
Oh my god, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Mourning someone who's still alive. Any of that. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32. People my age are not supposed to mourn.
Sorry, what happened? You're 32? How? I'm pretty sure Kim said we are like 50 something. What?
This is a bit much for me. It feels like your ribs are cracking around your...
Okay, I guess it's not that weird, but like, I did not expect there to be that big of a gap. It happens rarely, not gonna lie. People have really different minds, like, within a 20-year gap. It's different generations, so... Usually different generations don't get along very well, so that's the thing. Good, I think I feel a heart attack coming.
Then why are we doing this?
I don't know, why not? Seems fine. I've lost virginity because I never lose. And I'm minor. But yeah, it's fine.
Yes,
I'm not minor anymore, and yeah. Well, I've never been in a relationship, so...
Much better for me.
I mean...
Now that I am the ruler
Okay,
of the known
let me
world.
just drink some water first.
Oh god, it's already so late. I have to go.
Sometimes it's it feels bad. I don't know, like I have this annual thing where I just feel terrible because I'm alone, but most of the time it's not really a problem. It hit me the hardest in the high school, but after that, like, you know, every relationship I witnessed in high school ended up in something terrible completely. So I'm, in a way, I'm kind of glad that I've never experienced that, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I think it's just some nature calls. I don't know, I feel like I need it, and I don't know
Tiny
why.
golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
And now on 7/12, 7/11. I don't know how people get in a relationship. Figuring,
I
yeah.
don't want it.
Why not take
It's
it?
expensive. I don't want it.
I always found it super weird. But I know that relationship in earlier year years they usually don't end well. Well, because people just don't understand what they are getting themselves into. But like figurines,
That's not
yeah.
what figurines do, Harry.
Oh, there's no way my guy literally thought that he can buy her back.
She looks at the headless family
Figurines? What do you mean figurines don't do anything? I have
and doesn't know what to say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 above my desk. It's not a lot, but I have those and they stand there and look pretty. What's wrong with them? They do. They increase my, I don't know, moral. Figurines are great.
The figurines don't do anything? Anything at all?
Yeah, what the hell? They are...
But I thought the historic figure she had.
They like war games and figurines.
Yes, I thought.
Because being in life,
Good.
feel like being high, kinda. Not the best, really. I don't know what exactly is being high,
I didn't ask for things.
and I can't really
too late
imagine
to
it.
give
But
me
well,
anything.
I think I'm
I
getting
would've
what you
liked the
mean.
headless fallen rider.
By the way, there is another ad coming soon, really soon. My best, I can just delay it by 5 minutes by enabling like 5 minutes pre-rolls, and I can only do it 3 times per stream, and I already did it all, so get ready. But you said I have a visit soul and you will always come back to it. Yeah, a vast soul. Why I read it as a
We
visit?
both said a lot of things. We were very young.
50!
It was her. I can feel it.
What do you mean
I
young?
can see it in her tender long fingers, in her wrists. Her hand wrote it, said those things.
I actually didn't say it. You wrote in a letter, and handwritten letter I kept in my paperwork. Yeah, there is evidence! Evidence!
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
Wait, who is she? Is she actually someone
You
important?
need to recite it to her. For effect. All of it. No summaries. Yeah. Put a stake through your heart. She'll get hurt too. Collateral damage. She won't get hurt.
It doesn't really...
She'll bend down to the
Nothing helps. I have it right here. Let me refresh my memory. Let's take a trip down memory lane. You know what I mean? You left me a letter saying that you will always come back to me. That you can't believe how happy you are with me. I want to learn more.
Please, Harry. I just don't have time for this.
Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows, until by the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me completely. I step on the light rail and look back, something, bow collector. I know it will be like this until I walk back to you. You, every step I take, kept the letter. I mean, it's kind of sweet. You, every step I will take, I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I meet you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast soul, and I will always come back to it. Yeah, it feels weird when like people do this and then they break up. Well,
Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now?
ads, yeah, 115. It's not that bad. I think it's get approximately to 130 usually. Wait, okay. By the way, I need feedback. I can, if I still want to keep pre-rolls off, I can run more ads, but shorter ones. Well, set it to shorter. So like every 30 seconds of ad, give me 10 seconds without 10 minutes without pre-rolls. So I need to know, is it better to put more but shorter, or one big every 30 minutes, which is happening right now. Like, I feel it's really disturbing if it happens every like 10 minutes, isn't it? It happened. I'm not happy. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Harry is happy. Kind of want to get into another at the age of teen. Do you mean like puberty? Yeah, I mean, I understand that. Puberty. My puberty went rather smooth. I think it was because of like my parents, how they taught me, but I hold myself for the most part. Oh yeah, it went smooth. Kinda. Oh, at least I think it went. There's more kisses, kisses, kisses. I'm being a police detective. I have performed handwriting analysis, and so I know it was you.
Very well.
What did you say? I asked if it's better to run
There was hoarfrost
ads
on the ground
more
when I left,
frequent,
on
but
Village Road.
smaller ads.
It was autumn. The first autumn.
Like, I can do
But Harry, please understand. It
130
was a million years ago.
every 30 minutes,
No.
or I can do 30 seconds every 10 minutes. I think I can go even shorter, like 15 seconds every 5 minutes, but it's probably not worth it. I'm not sure if I can
100
like,
million years ago.
do it.
I was someone else then, filled to the brim with love for you.
I mean, I
Hanging on
can
your every word.
just disable mid-rolls
Oh, Harry, you
fully
were the coolest.
and leaving it to only pre-rolls.
But I'm no longer that
But I don't
person.
want for new people who
This
come here from time to time
has
just
taken her place.
to have to sit through
Will devour
30
you.
seconds. Just imagine you're...
Harry, I will eat your mind.
What? I will eat your mind? What? I completely... Okay. Yeah, so imagine you are just exploring, you're trying to find somebody new to watch, and you're like clicking on the stream, and there is 30-second ad to watch before going to stream, and it's to every stream basically. I wouldn't want to do that for sure. Okay, what happened here? I wrote it. It was morning. You slept. I was hoarfrost on the ground when I left. Voyager wrote it was autumn, but first autumn. It was 1,000,000 years ago. No, it was 100 million years ago. I was someone else, filled to the brim with love for you, hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest, but I'm no longer that person. I will give out. Okay, nothing interesting happened.
The video rental shines through her dress now.
First option's better.
Cut in black.
You mean
Below.
the long ad?
It's still her.
Every 30 minutes,
Her
right?
legs, her breasts, her hips.
I would rather really run like one. I'm pretty sure I can get up to 3-minute ads, but they won't give me more time. That's the thing. 3 minutes every hour, maybe. Like, the thing is, I can run ad in the very beginning of the stream, which I do, like when it's starting, the timer is going, so it gives me time free of pre-rolls without disturbing watching. And if I can get an hour free, it's probably would be even better. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with it. It's kind of weird, but I think Twitch is really lacking money right now, so they don't even give you opportunity to disable ads. Even if it gets them barely anything, you know, still.
And you were.
I think they're also cutting
At least. You were my first.
like payment
My
for
first kiss.
partners,
My first
which I'm
contest.
not nearly really. I think it's 70 to 30 for them, and or something around it, or 75 to 25, and they're cutting it.
The first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. But that is all it is. It's like a ticket.
So
to
basically,
heaven.
she's just
Doesn't
telling the
do
same thing
anything.
over and over again. She's not in love with us anymore. Why are we doing this? Can Can't you turn back to the person you were? Ah, that's such a weird thing to say. Voyager Road, I know that place, where is it?
It's here, Harry. We are on Voyager Road. At the end of it.
I noticed
we have
this
the
video
music.
reversal, and I'm pretty sure we called
We
there.
used to come
Like,
here
really
to
called there,
meditate.
because we remembered a random number.
There. You could not pay the electrical bill. It became a lightless tomb. The years you spent training for the militia, my parents' money. It was not good.
What happened to us? I don't understand. But we have pretty high rank. Aren't we getting paid good as well? Did I just, I don't know, become a gambler or something? What happened? There was a ball collector, a light rail streetcar number.
42. That is the light rail that took me to Quran, to school and work. Every morning. It's the same stop I met you at, Harry. 100,000 million years ago.
Yeah, exactly, 100,000 million years
No
ago.
human being should still remember the position.
You know, this
of
is so
atoms.
weird. Like, it's not the thing that happens in usual person mind. Okay, at least it doesn't happen in mine, okay?
Sadness
I don't know about your ones, guys, but yeah, it doesn't happen in mine. So, I think this game is going to something more. It's like,
Is there
it's more
really
about
anything
me
left?
than
If not, we
about
can always
crime.
repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, then you should let me go to the aerodrome.
Dora. I am a completionist. I have to go through all of this. Let's build moral. Yay! Another. No, this is so creepy. Don't do that. No, no, never. That's so weird. No. She's so uncomfortable. Why are you moving so?
Your feet still tremble from the steps. you
1, 2, yeah.
took, as if over
Yeah.
an enormous
This is
distance,
overshot
standing
kill.
against Her body close to you. Raid, she is not kissing you back.
She's not backing up though, for some reason. It failed. I feel her breath, her cheeks against mine. Silver cold against my forehead. Heck, the crown. Squeeze her wrist. No, you should not. Move your mouth. Where? Failed.
This was not about failure or success. This was always going to be horrible.
Could have kissed back.
I should not have suggested it.
No, probably not.
You should not have listened to me.
And you suggested. It's all your fault. I don't know, Dora. I'm sorry. It was all my voices in my head. You know I am insane.
Her chest rising like a pillow. Warm exhalation.
Cheek against
Feels
mine.
like soft, the world's most precious material. The delicate wreath on her forehead. Nothing, just pillows against you. Unresponsive.
Oh.
But for the taste of
I'm waking
their
up.
hearts, the moment is ending. She is
Delicate
going to move
wrath on her
face
forehead, pressing
away
on.
from
Oh,
yours.
this. Nothing. Just pillows against you. Unresponsible, but for the taste of apricots. I'm waking up. And I'm hugging a pillow. No? Okay, maybe not. I'm sorry, I'm completionist. I had to do this. I shouldn't have, but I had to.
Trying hard not to look at you. Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
No shit, bro. You failed so hard. This is by far the worst suggestion you made. Even suggesting asking, I forgot her name. The woman in the Fisher village was a better idea than this. Yeah, you didn't kiss me back.
She breathes out heavily, as if something painful has passed through her, and shakes her head.
Thought you would. I know you still love me. You can't not. Just need to do that. So that's exactly. I'm sorry. I had.
She shakes her head one more time. The evening wind rustles her
Like-
hair, blowing old newspapers.
Let's again
and
analyze it
fast
as it's
trains down the
really
street.
happening. She's not backing up. She's not in a way. She's not pushing me away. She just accepts it. It makes me feel like she feels bad for upsetting us, but she feels like it has to happen. I'm not sure what exactly is going on, but like, I don't know. So
No,
weird.
Harry, not yet. There is one more thing you have to see.
Should have started at that.
I'm pregnant.
Is it mine? Of course not. How long has it been? It's not mine. It's his, the man I heard on the phone. It is?
Yes, he did it.
I understand you're happy. And you should be. And I want to be happy for you. But it's such a bad thing to say to a man who still loves you. Like, it's a little crushing his heart. I mean, consider what I just did there. Yeah, maybe I do deserve
I
it.
terminated yours.
What?
Don't you remember, you poor fuck? You poverty-stricken fuck.
How? This turned so fast. And yeah, I've never said it's mine. I just ask, is it his? I don't know, maybe you never know how your life is going on.
Now, go ahead. Ask me more.
No, this has to end. Do the last one.
Yeah, sure.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30.
It's
I'm
still
gonna
2
go.
hours. And 20 points, baby, let's go. Getting close to something. You can guide the raid. Not a I mean, there's decent amount of people. If you know who to raid, you can choose a guide. Oh, actually, I don't think I limited it to one, but it's not like anybody else claiming it. Damn, she's English. She is. Although
I
it's
was
still
wrong.
all in our
You
head.
don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that.
Have I ever?
I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
You see how this is completely not what narrator said? She herself begged you to not let her go. Did it actually happen? Wait, can you sit down and have coffee first? Point east. Hold on, where's now? But I swore I wouldn't let you go. I told me.
That was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her, and I'm happier for it. And I'm really going now. The time is up.
Will we ever see? Probably
I
not.
must be on the 10:20 flight. I won't see you, but you will see me.
What?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream.
Yeah,
Can't you see?
I understood.
I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year?
Yeah, I actually have no idea
5
what's
years
going
ago?
on. How long this was when we were together. I think 4 will be good. Oh, I think I'm past it, but
Right here.
so what did I pick? Was it
tomorrow
4?
night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least.
No, no, don't stop. No, no.
It really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental.
Yeah, I see. Current videos, disc CDs anymore.
I'm
Nobody does that.
suffocatingly beautiful and young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago.
Wait, so she left? She returned? And then she left again? That's so fucked up. Do you know, Harry? No, if it's both was her, like, no. The thing is, if it would be Harry's fault, she wouldn't be the one asking for forgiveness, right? Because, like, if there was actually something wrong with him and he understands it, she doesn't need to apologize. But since she did, first time she left because of something, like, her probably. And second time, maybe she left because we started drinking. And, well, it's still completely understandable. But if we could forgive her for leaving us, and keeping up with this, you know, like accepting and going forward. I mean, I don't know the exact thing, but I'm guessing she left without really trying to change like a lot. It's a theory based on the fact that I believe if you're that close, you can change a person, like, and you know, get rid of bad habit or something. I don't think it's, I might be wrong, I probably am wrong, but I feel like you can fix the problem if you really want to. So I'm guessing she wasn't, I don't know, she didn't try enough and she just left. And like, although first we forgave her, she didn't even try to do the second time work. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I really am curious what's going on in their relationship. But it's intolerably bad. I don't.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death.
Imagine like reliving this again and again, and again, every week in your life. I would be so crushed. Maybe that's why I forgot everything. Maybe his mind just couldn't handle it anymore and just cracked.
See you tomorrow.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Yeah. There was no way to not fail this mission. Why did I do this again? Oh yeah,
surroundings are undisturbed.
because
While you slept, you
my
were
mind
alone.
told me so.
Now that you're awake, you're still alone.
Perfect timing. It was perfect.
The sheets are stained red. Your blood's been running again. Keep it together.
Oh, I need
Just
to.
get out of here and finish this fucking...
Okay. Do I have anything to do here? Probably don't. I don't know how to extract confession from him. Will I be able to return here? Let's go check if I can ask him something else, and if not, well, how long are to go and go for? Not sure if I got the question.
The old man stares at
And nothing here. I mean, to stream wise, yeah, I think I'm gonna be ending soon. So go back, see if anything, and if anything changed, and yeah, that's probably gonna be it. I feel like I made no progress today. It's been more than 3 hours already, and like I did nothing. How so?
Emotional damage.
Exactly. Wait, are you using the? Oh yeah, the thing below the stream. I was wondering why I don't see notifications. Glad you found that.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
These are free. Yeah, I know. They are free for, well, a reason. I just wanted... The thing is, there are things for channel points, and I can only do 5 of them. And I can do up to 50 different ones in that panel. Okay, let's return.
Climb into the boat and start the engine.
And, well, I found just some
The skiff
of them that I
rocks gently
want
under your weight as you get
people
in.
to be able to use.
The ride back is
And there are
uneventful
also
and
some
quiet.
other ones that, like, that are not free.
But for the sound of conversation
That,
on the water,
well, is
there is
good,
someone in
but I don't
there
want to hear them all the time, you know? That's the thing. So I put
reach the jetty and
10
climb
bits,
out of
which
the
is,
skiff.
or, did I put 10? Yeah, I think 10 is, yeah, 10 is the least amount I can put in. There are some 10s, there are some 15 and 20s, I think. For the longer ones. But yeah, there are free stuff.
Look what the tide brought in.
Oh! Yeah, they are.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
I am.
Whatever this
This guy is our
completely unimportant.
last partner, I think. I used to think he was our boss, but apparently he was our ex-partner, like in job partner, like, you know. No, not romantic partner.
I just needed you to know. I love you.
This is the man
Love you
with
too.
sunglasses from the whirling in rags.
So yeah,
Where are
and
the
he seems to still care about us. Cool, glad you like it. Wait, you're a man with sunglasses. Yeah, you are.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
I am. I was shot 2 days ago. Forget about all this. There is a giant. No, no one else seems bothered by the bleeding.
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant.
I don't know. The doc from our station said I'm fine. He just left me. Well, it's it's also the same doctor who replied to me saying I think I had a heart attack, saying like, you can move, you can stand, yes, you can move, yes, even better, like, good luck then. So yeah, I won't trust that.
Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
Okay, who are the people?
Hello, Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Yes, I think I saw him somewhere, but I don't remember where exactly.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Comar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
I'm working on it. I didn't shoot anybody.
Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Judith Minot.
Hi.
Hello.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
What do you mean? Yeah, what?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
Huh?
I don't quite.
Am I actually going insane?
I
Is
was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
you know, I think this game may turn into okay. Maybe everything that happened in the game was just, well, not fully in my mind, but I was imagining a lot of Harry. I mean, I was imagining a lot of stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm like imagining stuff, and it's not really happening, and I like have real problem. This guy just came to stop me. Like I was being watched by these guys before, and like I was getting out of control. I think it would be sick if it's the case, but it's probably not.
My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself?
Wait, I don't understand. What do they want from me? I'm still working on the case, right?
Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
Yeah.
You. Shit kid? That's you.
Why?
Maybe you've deserved it.
How did I know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
What? I saved his establishment and still he replaced me? Did I save it? I mean, I did help him. I brought him a stuffed thing. Stuffed bird, yeah. I told him that there is arcade machines that he can use, so I kind of helped him and paid my bills as well, so what's wrong? Damn you, cafeteria manager, you betrayed me for the last time. I mean, okay.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
They just told him about. Okay, I mean, it's fine. You're even blonde.
Guilty as charged.
Well, I wasn't supposed to know how he looks, but I saw his portrait, so.
True.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. You wanted to see. Yes, it was.
And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
But I am doing my job.
It
Still.
was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Yeah, true. Actually, I suspected something was off. Maybe if you hadn't been so sarcastic. Yeah, let's go with the first one.
Or
I
did you
did.
literally not recognize my face?
No, I actually,
We've been
well,
partners for how long,
I
Harry?
recognize, but
Don't
my
answer that. You don't remember.
guy, yeah.
Absolutely no idea. 100 years?
No, probably like closer to it. Something between 1 and 18. You never told me you're the horse-faced woman! That's such a... no. That's rude. So, Trent Hazeman turns out to be Special Consulate Trent. Wait, who is that guy? I'm pretty sure I saw him somewhere, but I don't remember.
Yes, I'm Trant Heilerstein. I never said I wasn't Trant Heilerstein.
What's up with the kid then?
Mikael? Mikael is my son.
Oh, I remember. It was the guy who was in this near this village, just sightseeing in the sun. Yeah. Okay, now I remember. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry.
No problem.
So what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
Uh-huh.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on.
Duped again. No one say they are. You mentioned the task force?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Yeah, that's probably me.
He doesn't remember.
See,
No, I don't.
he really doesn't remember. It wasn't a sick joke. At least that's good.
That's not good. That's actually pretty terrible.
Yeah, that's very good.
Where have you been all this time? There was a... Yeah, why don't you say me? I was shot twice.
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
It might have happened, but not after you wear a disguise. So let's face a squad of trained killers. Yeah,
It wasn't like that.
you look like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
But like, it was going on for at least 10 minutes. Maybe even more. Couldn't you just do anything from inside? Oh, Wilbur. I think this Apocalypse Cop, which is... I'm at 0. I think it's just fuck everything and go with it. Is Apocalypse Cop. Is what will lead to this. Burn everything. Why didn't you detect or die then? Why would you leave a little police god? Yeah, I said all this thing?
Yes. You're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentance shit.
What's wrong with that? I don't want to get confrontational. That's... Do you want me to fight everybody I see?
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant,
Okay.
this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic and
No, it's not an
semantic.
episode, it's complete.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, Pell, and so on.
That's true, I still remember how to walk, count. Well, you know this basic knowledge, so it's not too bad.
As displayed in the
I know
station
money,
hall,
I don't know
our
it's all that all.
interactions with him, and
Well, now I know.
don't wanna be
It's a little
snitch,
island.
But also mine with him before, when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Uh-huh,
Interesting?
it is.
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first.
Okay.
Harry, what do you think happened?
I have no idea, literally. It might have been something mystical, but I think I just...
Why not socioeconomically?
I was drinking too much, probably. Like, constantly drinking just damaged something. Or I'm just been stressing for so long that it, well, my mind put some, I don't know, blockers in there and I just don't remember anything. Made it all up, might have something to do with an anomaly in church. I don't want to go in mystery, really. I'm highly experimental detective. This was a man I solved. No. Something so sad happened to me that it couldn't be anymore. It was defense mechanism. Yeah, I'm leaning to this. I don't think alcohol can damage the whole memory. It can damage some, but it will probably kill you faster by damaging your liver. than brain, so yeah, probably this.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant. I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been.
Why kid though?
Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what?
You didn't lose your memory yet?
I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can.
Man, I have literally a volumetric shit compressor. I keep my shit compressed. Or insane, or both. I am insane in a way.
Detective Vigmare, he has blanked out before.
That's scare me.
Yes, a couple of times. After
Why did I
some
add it again?
serious benders.
It's fine.
One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
That's great. I don't know, like, I'm not sure, but if it's something, it's a self-defense mechanism, it's probably fixable.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
Wait, was it actually what I wanted?
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect. Look at the sensory input.
How long is this exactly? Oh, it's not that long. What if it is? Yeah, the world we're living in is kind of fucked up.
The ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent.
Okay, I think I lost the track what they're talking about.
I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit?
I
Is he a cretin now?
will.
I want to know that.
No, I'm okay.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I'm pretty sure I can do the leadership role as well. It's fine. But I tell it again, line detective is good for now. He's wrong, I'm too far gone for work. Fuck all of you. I don't want to be in your unit. I mean, I was kind of forced and you also didn't want to even pay me, so... yeah, I'm ready to lead.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased.
You did.
It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension? Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool.
Uh-huh.
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there?
I don't remember! Yeah, probably that would happen, but... Yeah, probably. Okay, let's go with this.
So refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property
What?
that's coming out of everyone's payslip.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry?
It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry.
Yeah,
Show me your badge.
I showed it, but I didn't find my. No, I probably could have gotten my. Wait, is this my gun? Okay, I can't. Is the gun that the suspect was holding my gun? So did I get back at it eventually, or is it actually in Everard's possession?
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers.
You're proficient in catching small objects.
Plastic.
Yeah, I catch two of it. Catch it. I failed. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I rolled for one. Sorry.
Unsuccessfully. And it
He found it. He
I
found
did.
it, Jean. It's his badge.
I think she's rooting for me. Yay! Thank you, Judith.
And your gun?
as if having your badge and gun are next. Gun. Yeah, You don't have that. Maybe
New
you
gun.
can philosophize your way out of it.
I may have pawned it. Anyway, it's gone now. I'm on it 24. I'm tracking it down right now. Yeah, I have 3 guns right now, but it's not like it matters. But yeah, I think let's go with the truth.
Yeah, I checked the local pawn shop. You saw the pawnbroker reveal a 9mm pistol to pay for booze.
Who let me go work for a kid?
It worked too, didn't it? You're drunk right now, aren't you?
I'm
You
not.
fucking bomb. I can smell it all the way over here.
What? It's not me.
So you forgot to drink?
I have 40 real on me, and
Why do you smell like a corpse then?
I have spirit on me, and I have alcohol. I'm not using it though, because I'm staying sober. No bad habits anymore. No idea why you smell like a corpse. Because I'm bleeding! I handled an actual corpse. Have I? Oh, the hanged man, yeah. None of this matters. My auto situation, yeah.
I don't believe you.
What?
You're drunk. You let a suspect escape, a certain classier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
Because I was shot? How are you? There is no way this is happening right now. You cannot blame me. I was shot, and she escaped while I was recovering. What do you mean it's my fault?
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Yeah, and he was shot as well because I rolled 1-1. She was kind of the spy from Oxen, specially trained. Was she? Not taking her in the right things was the right thing to do. She gave the vital clue that led me to the island. I duped there. She pulled one on me. I mean, I didn't want her to escape because she was a suspect. So yeah, let her go as an act of mercy. I don't think I had an option to arrest her. No, I definitely had. I just decided not to. Okay. She pulled one for me. Yeah, let's go with this one.
Well,
back then I thought
was nice.
she.
I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, the one who shot herself in the head.
This has nothing. What? Is this really the conclusion of the game? Is this about to end now? That tell me everything what I did wrong? Will case be unsolved, or that guy or there is? What's going on?
You're ever Claire's little peony now. Doing I don't know what for him. That's small time stuff.
I did
That's
one.
nothing.
One.
That's a humorous anecdote.
No, I actually I accept second, but I didn't do the second task.
Compared to the 7 people who were
Look at this
gunned
guy.
down,
This
the
guy
streets are
again
literally red
became
with blood.
sad.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is barely clinging to life in the hospital. Harry,
Okay,
it was
that
fucking
one.
mass murder.
One guy was killed, I think, right? Okay, maybe more after I, yeah, was shot. But is that my mistake? What could I do? I did my best. Company hired invent mercenaries. It was their fault. I did all I could. Yeah, that's true. It wasn't that. I got shot twice. I did my absolute. But yeah, that's true.
You went in drunk and you got yourself shot. And others
I didn't
killed.
drink.
Why are you even here after Kitsuragi got shot?
I saw the case. A straggler from the revolution shot the merc. Yeah. Is it actually him? It seems so random, but it may be.
A straggler from the revolution.
Oh, is he not there?
You just left him on the island, unguarded.
I don't know why I did it. I didn't have an option. No, wait, I did. Probably. But I picked the one that let me go around and game just didn't let me... Oh, grab
There's a
him.
perfect explanation for that.
A giant insect. I don't know. What I do know is that there was no shade. Yeah, go.
Speak up, Lieutenant. It's okay. I believe there was a straggler.
No, thank you. Hmm. But that's what I saw, but that will make them believe I'm insane even more.
This is not a joke. We will dump you, Harry. We will leave you here, and you'll be just another bum on the coast. Take this as your trial. Stop fucking around.
I don't know what to say. Gento boss, enjoy Lork tea. I need to disable the first one. The biggest land found. It's anything but funny. Also, I think it's connected to the case. Yeah.
This sounds insane, Harry. What did you do on that island? What happened to you?
I was investigating.
He's genuinely concerned now.
Look, no, please. A straggler, just stick to that. You said you solved the case.
Pretty sure it was him.
This
Or
is not
Glacier.
going well for you. You have to present something coherent and sane.
His gun?
Something that proves you haven't completely lost it. Something solid.
Oh, please don't. I think it is the ending, so I need to push it.
List those.
The killer, Liliana draws. I have strong motive for him. You have to believe me, there is a giant plaza. No. There was also a dead man on the boardwalk. A missing person I found. Yeah, but I also looked in the mystery of doomed commercial area. Oh, it is presenting me side cases that I could have solved. Yeah, I didn't confiscate it. Oh, he will say he will tell me that I did it for myself, but I didn't take it.
Who's Kuno?
A street kill I helped.
I don't care. You took some drugs from some kid and then snorted.
I didn't. They did me.
Right, honestly. Anything but the drink.
That's okay. Can we go? This is not alright. No. Doom commercial area.
I don't know what a Doom commercial area is. Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
Why not?
Jean, it's his style. He does side cases. I'm sure it was important enough.
It helped me
Community outreach.
find the bridge. Oh, fridge. To store a body there that will let me. Yes, to find the bullet. Yeah, it helped me.
It's not what he was sent here to do. He was sent here to solve a murder.
Shut up! I don't like this guy. No wonder I told him he. He's not matching my style. He really doesn't. Yeah, that man.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
Yeah, how I found
The
him?
body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
So what? I did my job.
Still, good work with the missing person.
Thank you. I like Judith. Thank you. She's encouraging me.
Point for you. No denying it.
Okay, killer.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
Mattering?
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the thing is, we do, like, in our country, we do have patronyms. Chauvinist?
This
I
man
mean,
would be Lillian's son,
maybe.
Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolutions failed, but not before making it to Revachol.
He thinks this detail bolsters your straggler theory.
Yeah.
It is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Okay, Trump.
Can we just go there and check him?
I get it.
If he's still there.
No more giant insects. You said you have a motive?
Being a commoner probably had to do that, you know? Class warfare stuff. He told me that he'd kill him because he was racist, basically.
Fine. Brilliant theory. A real masterpiece.
There was
You get
nothing. I didn't have enough
all
to
about
push
it to
him.
some other officer.
How this was going so well, and like in the very end, I failed so much stuff. I let Classy escape. I let that girl shoot herself in the head. I didn't gather enough information. I didn't probably gather enough information beforehand to accuse this man and get the confession.
Jean, maybe.
Judy's drunk. It's cold. I'm fucking freezing. Let's get him to the station when he's sobered up.
I'm
2
not.
weeks or something.
Can I just run the test? I'm not drunk.
Of course, there is no motive.
There is. I just didn't get it.
No. Sure, you get the case together. You can do police work. In bouts. That's not a surprise to
Phew,
me.
okay.
Even the insect. I don't care. But you're an alcoholic.
I'm not
and you've been
anymore.
drinking. Again. I won't
Please,
live my life alone because of
at the
it.
certain point, because I had this thought. Where? This. A point of sexual antagonist. No positive effects from drugs, no negative effects from alcohol. I was considering taking alcohol because it will only give me, well, positive effects, but I decided not to because, well, it's feeding his addiction. And I hope it'll pay off.
Jean, I think he hasn't. I can see it on his face.
Yes!
The bloating has gone down since you woke up that morning.
Okay. So he's still clear for what? A week?
It's as long as I was in control. I don't remember.
One of the toughest addictions to overcome. Comparable.
Yeah, it's
only
day
to heavy
6.
synthetic opiates. Even morphine is easier to kick than alcohol, statistically. The odds are against him, especially at his age.
Oh, it's paying off.
He's too old. He's been like this for too long. I've seen him try many times. It's a farce by now.
Why are you rooting against him?
If you
What's
declare
wrong?
yourself a doomed man does not need comfort from anything. He can go on without drink or help.
Oh, I'm a doomed man.
For the planetary proletariat.
Oh, my life is forfeit. All I'm good for is this work. I will quit. I know it's difficult to believe, but I will do it for the white banner of the commune. I'm not that person anymore. I became something else, and that something else has quit. I cannot live without this job. Fuck it then, and fuck me. I'll go. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I overtook.
Detective, I just don't want this trial to go on any longer. It's cold outside and...
He slowly nods.
You manipulative fuck. Fine. It's cold and
Fuck you, John.
square, and the bird needs to be taken into custody too.
You
Let's get
can't outplay the super cop. There is no way. Even if I lost all my memory, the instincts are still on a high level. I'm still so above you. There is no way you outplay me.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Okay, who am I? Let's go. Let's get some info.
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry. Well,
You're a wizard,
obviously
Harry.
You're not a gym teacher anymore, but
Wait, I was a gym teacher?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coran.
How did I become a
It's
cop?
getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
This explains a lot. No, look at my physique. I have 2. What do you mean gym? I have no physique. There is no way. Well, I have good motorics. Okay.
It explains everything. All the running around. The jumping.
Yeah, I was running around for a long. Oh, I can run for 5 hours a day.
The fact that you don't even know what homosexuality is.
I know.
Also, this guy. Just everything about
Voices in my head again. That are overtaking.
even this javelin throwing freak here.
Cool. And when was this? When I was gym? You said in Connor. Why? Okay, you know what? We can just go back, right? And then... Yeah, let's not make them wait. Because, no, let's
it's
ask
not
this.
history. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Wait, but I thought she left because I started drinking now? I was pretty sure. I may have been wrong.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Was she called Dora Dubois?
Dubois? It was Dora England, I think. You've said her name, but you weren't married. You were engaged.
Oh, okay. Ingerland?
Something like that. Half Vazan.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
Possibly blonde.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
Okay, when was it?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago? She was
Ooh.
way before my time.
Oh, so we are parents less than 6 years then. I like him a lot more, really. even though we were partners for like 4 days. Gonna have been 6-3. Let's go 3. 6. Yeah, 6 is a lot.
Yeah. Or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal.
Yeah, that's true. The older you
That
get, the faster
and
time
the
goes.
wrinkle really
That's
tore you
completely true.
new
The
one.
more memories you have,
Big one.
the less new ones matter. So yeah, only that's only natural. Kowashi, I've heard enough. Yeah, I
So
don't
have
need
I.
to know
You
more.
bitterly dropped Dearest Dora and really tore me a new one twice a week, I think. It comes up.
The special consultant glances at his wristwatch.
Okay, let's go.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Whew, I did not expect this trial, but no drinking and solving some side cases actually helps. I'm so glad I did it. My completionist rate completed everything.
To Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon.
Mm-hmm.
You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids
What?
smiles. Torson? Yes. McLean?
Oh, I remember in
Really?
something.
Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through.
I
When he
am
does,
trying.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go
Is
back
this the
to
end?
Jamrock now?
Is this the end? So I didn't manage to catch. I'm a bit disappointed that if that's the end, meaning that the murderer was that old man. And as I said, that's just some random... Oh, okay, we're friends now. This was some random guy, absolutely no one. Nothing led to him up until this point, which is dumb. It's how bad detective stories do. Although there is a chance that I just missed something. But I didn't get confession from him, so I couldn't arrest him. I fucked up with something. Oh, my biggest regret that I didn't solve the case. Well, and didn't manage to warn Kim, but it wasn't really my fault. Oh, so yes, that is it. Yeah, game took less than I expected, really. I thought it would go a lot longer, but apparently here we are. Even though I inspected almost everything and I was, well, commenting at the same time, it's been done under 30 hours, I think. Game is great. I absolutely loved it. Near the end, it became not that great. Maybe it's because I fucked up in a few things, but maybe just the end wasn't great, you know. I'm really interested. I'm really curious what happens with different skill sets. I don't think game goes in completely other direction. I really don't think. I think you're going like by the rails, and game just makes you feel like you have a choice, but in reality it's completely linear. So yeah, also heard that the game, it was voiceovers were added in the game, and before it was just text game, so you just read it yourself. And I, as a person who gets a lot of info by just listening to it, yeah, I'm really glad there is sound in this game. But yeah, game is great. I would recommend give it a try for sure. I'm not sure. I know that a lot of people may not find it really interesting, but I did. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. It reminds me of Hades. Oh god, this is so loud. Reminds me of Hades, that was going super great in the beginning, but then near the end and after the end, since it's roguelike, it became not that great, you know? Like, it's still good, but not to that point. Can I skip it? No, apparently I can't. Let's just wait till the end then. But yeah, this is interesting because the game is not that popular, which is really weird for me. It feels like AAA game, but when you see closer, it becomes obvious as not at all. It's not indie but by any means. It has a lot of flaws that don't really matter. Most of them are kind of minor. But yeah, they just show you that's not a AAA project, but still great. Is it literally just something censored? Why can I not skip this? I mean, like, yeah, I understand that you want to show but at least make something happen on this side. Is it Chinese? Yeah. I mean, no, please don't go for each translation. I didn't even play Chinese. Okay, so yeah, not sure what to play next. I really did not expect this to end, well, right now. Expected it to last longer. But it's fine. I have some games in mind, I just didn't plan on ending right now. But so, overall, I'd say this game is like 6 to 7 out of 10. It's not a bad score for a game of this size. But I was really bored with reading some stuff. I skipped a lot. I think I skipped like 20% of dialogues, which is not too much considering, but it's a lot more than I usually do. For me, it is a lot. I don't know, I feel uneasy about it. Don't know what to say. It's like... The thing is, it did disappoint me in the end a little bit, but I don't want to talk bad about the game because I really loved it. And it literally does not let me. I just want to see, maybe there is something in the end. Maybe there is a way to skip it, I just haven't pressed the right button. It's usually enter, spacebar, escape, or something on the mouse, but nothing works. Literally nothing works. I don't like when games do that. Because, well, you know, it's fine to show but who wants to watch it will watch it. But for everybody else, well, they probably want to skip, including me. But sure. Welcome back, T. You are here, well, to watch how credits go, because I cannot skip them and I want to see if anything... if there is anything after. I have to know. It's done. Yeah, it is. You didn't miss a lot. It's basically... So, what happened? You saw that guy on an island, right? So, he probably was a murderer, but we failed to get... We failed to arrest him, basically, so he didn't confess. And after we got back, there was a trial, well, kinda, where our last partner from before just talked to us, and they basically just concluded all I did in the game. And well, I didn't solve the case. I got one person killed, although I didn't kill them, but they killed themselves, you know. So I kind of fucked up. I did fucked up with Everard just doing job for him, as like, although I shouldn't have. I did receive my badge, and well, I just went through all ups and downs that happened, and basically they concluded that I'm still able to work as police officer. So I'd say it's okay. Ending, I mean. I feel like it could have been better, but I did my best. I really did my best. Sometimes just checks, just rolling dices went super wrong, and sometimes I just made wrong decisions. So mankind, be vigilant. We loved you. So yeah, that is the end. In games like this, I'm always curious, like, about other endings. Sometimes I do watch them, sometimes I don't. I don't know. As I said, as already mentioned, one of my friends is currently starting playing the game. Like, he's in the very beginning, like few hours in. And I think I will watch his playthrough first before doing anything else. So yeah, that is it. And okay, didn't need to make you wait for it, but yes, the game is interesting. The game is worth a shot for sure. Like, it builds up really great, but it fades a bit in the end, so it could be better, but it's still not that bad. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. So I don't know, let's go raid, let's go start a raid, and that'll be it for today. So yes, thank you guys for watching, thank you for coming, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow if you don't want to miss any other kind of streams. So next time I'll be streaming tomorrow. You can always check the schedule on the schedule tab or below the stream. You can always also find the link to Discord server and YouTube channel. And as always, see you guys next time. Bye bye.